Yeah, it's a lot of Faxpiration questions. Going once, going twice. Faxpiration question is alright. Man, some of these are kind of advanced. I'd be like, I need more than just one Faxpiration die for this. Let's see. Okay. Oh man. Remember, this is for your character, not for you. So don't freak out when I ask this question. This is for your character, not for you. Do your goals truly reflect your desires? Or do they reflect what someone else, a parent, partner, friend, etc., wants for you?
That's too advanced for this morning.
That had to be like a long think about one.
Hey, listen, that's not how improv works, baby. Whose line is it anyways? You want that D3? You answer the fucking question, but first.
Not in the OG 300.
I know. We're up to 500 now. All right. Can we get a recap for a third hero point and a third hero card draw? Hero points are pretty important, pretty strong. Always worth a little news recap. We got a 6 going once, going twice. Felonora the Savvy.
Investigative reporter. Here we go.
All right. What do you got?
We began last session another step further into the spell-scarred desert, opening once again to combat. We had attempted to cross a massive canyon using a dilapidated rope bridge when we were attacked by giant spiders. I made the mistake of being too aggressive, killing Baby Spider and drawing the ire of Mama Ogre Spider, who pushed me off the bridge. I spent the next few rounds dangling before falling further into the canyon. Meanwhile, atop the bridge, Stack and Vulture fought the remaining spiders until they opted to retreat, while Zenny stood there and drank from her chalice. We regathered on the other side, patched up our wounds when we noticed Roxy becoming increasingly agitated by something she could sense. Without discretion, communicating with her has become increasingly difficult, so we followed her like Lassie to a boy in a well, and we wandered into a rocky outcropping where we found a mutated earth elemental menacing a group of prairie dragons. We rushed to their aid, though admittedly I continued to blunder through this encounter as well. I at one point hit with lightning, which caused it to get glass-like armor, making the fight much harder for everyone else.
But cooler.
Yeah.
Like 20% cooler.
That would have been over pretty fast if we hadn't done that. Once reduced to rubble, we began harvesting the creature, finding many useful materials, and then we stopped there to set up camp. Over the course of the night, Stack the Deck underwent a mutation of his own, as the were-rat lycanthropy activated for the first time under the full moon. Fortunately, he was able to resist the full effect that would have likely caused him to attack us. And in the following morning, we talked about this new revelation, reflecting on the time that we gave Stack the Deck money to have this disease treated, and how it lined up similarly to the purchase of the magical lamp. Shakes head in frustrated disbelief. Before setting out the following day, our Roxy approached us and indicated she wanted to stay with her family, so we said a heartfelt goodbye to our mini dragon ally. We continued on, and thanks to Vulture, we were able to find another oasis where we could replenish our water, but not before
Wait, was this the book you guys used to talk to Stack about the were-rat thing, or?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some information for it.
Okay.
Lycanthropy and you.
And
So,
that's just haunting. What the hell?
Now I know a good flashback for tomorrow morning.
And shouldn't be Googling for curious boys. What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you don't know. You Google, you Google boy stuff, and then you got naked boys, and then you're confused.
You
and
can
then
tell
this
was for millennials.
You're not a good American anymore. Like, oh god. Anyways, keep it going.
Okay. We got to an oasis, but before we approached it, we saw that there were ogres and a dinosaur who were gathering water for themselves, and rather than rush into combat, we decided to follow the leader, who happened to be Vulture this time, who is our stealthiest boy. We kept low, we waited for them to do their thing and leave, and then we gathered our own water and continued on, without any altercations. After that, we kept going until in the distance we noticed what we thought was a ship, maybe another airship, which then turned out to somehow unbelievably be a Viking ship that just magically seems to be out in the desert. But this should not come as a major surprise, as we did find a civilization of dead mermaids out here. And this wasn't always a desert. That's a whole story with the Geb next war. We won't get into that. But upon approaching, Zenny, with her incredible perception, was able to notice a small sprite-like fey creature in the mouth of the front of the ship and began talking to it, and we are entering into negotiations with these small benevolent fey.
Beautiful. All right, take your third hero points and third hero card draw. Is anybody up for this very heavy question on a Saturday morning? Do your goals truly reflect your desires? Or do they reflect what someone else, a parent, partner, friend, etc., wants for you? Oh, Valor rolling in with a 7. Vulture rolling in with a 10. Alright. Going once. Going twice. Oh, another die is rolled in with a 6. Okay. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Vulture. What's going on here?
I have no fucking clue.
Lay down on the couch, bro. Lay down on the couch. How's it going?
As the shrink tries to examine Vulture, he feels like he has some other goals that are buried deep in his subconscious, but because of what happened to him out here in the Mana Waste, he has no effing idea. He, at the moment, his goals are to continue seeing this group safely across the Mana Waste. But he doesn't know. He's been getting some like deja vu feelings as he's been traveling, and he's not sure of where that's coming from. So he wants to believe that this is what he was meant to do, but this has that inkling in the back of his head that maybe there was something.
Okay. Fair enough. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you've met in the adventure.
I see that Bella and Zenny were close. Can I have them roll off?
Oh, I mean, if they're willing to answer. I mean, so either of them willing to answer? Bella coming with a 9. Zenny's like, if I ain't getting paid, I ain't answering the question.
I ain't an NPC anymore, darling.
Well, we allow PCs now if they're willing.
Now.
If they're willing. If they're willing.
You've been promoted to a real girl. Okay, real girl. Would you like to roll for this?
No.
No? Alright.
If I ain't getting paid.
Nope. Ain't getting paid. Just for funzos. Alright, Bella, what is your answer?
Okay, Bella, like her desires and motivations are completely separate from what she generally is driven towards in her life. I'm sorry, I blanked on the question because I was looking at something else. But so she's spent so long in Alkenstar alone that really the only thing that she desires is to have something that reflects a normal life, to have community, family. When what she is driven towards by the pressures of her family is success and power and
power.
So yeah, she has this career as an alchemist, trying to become an inventor, trying to make pyronite, which is definitely something that she did as a means to position herself in the good graces of her family, but it's not necessarily the thing that she wants from life.
Okay. Dang. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and pin this puberty book cover for Lex so that it's always going to be in chat for the rest of the campaign. And we'll clear the rest of chat. There we go. And let's head on over to the Spellscar Desert.
When they say your DM is not supposed to be adversarial.
I mean, I spent a long time in the Second Age of Magic, and then there was the Hackmaster years. So there's still, I'm trying so hard, man, but sometimes it's just
some calluses are just too built up.
Calluses or muscles? Anyways, Bardified Desert Ruins. Bardified Desert Ruins really carrying this whole, Alright.
You can tell that book is just made for millennials and Gen Zers.
No, it's a PS4 controller in there, so
Yeah, it might have been written by one. What are those weird tadpoles I see? They got little smiley faces? I don't know what's going on with
I don't
these little
understand I don't understand the sock. That's
When
so
you
weird.
become a teenager, do you get like, is it like Pokemon? Do you get like a pet frog? Is that what happens? Like, because I see
mean-
some birds and bees here, so there's like 3 different Pokemon: tadpole, bee, and bird. That's a good faxpiration question. Kate next. Which of these Pokemon would you choose as your starter?
oh my god.
Play D&D.
Oh,
Or sorry, Pathfinder.
God.
Let's play Pathfinder. All right. Get serious here. We got a serious scene here. All right. Trokos, the little bat sprite. He looks out at all of you, and he says, "Tall folk, what business do you have here in our desert?" We're doing like that anime thing where you already saw this scene, but they're making you do the scene again at the beginning of the episode.
business
So.
do you have in this desert?
This is our home. We live here. This is our cave. All of this was our sacred lands, but then the bad fairies came.
Where are the bad fairies now?
The bad fairies, they are in our special big underground cave. It was our home, but the queen allowed them to stay, even though we had misgivings about them. And they took over and refused to leave. When we tried to stop them, they hurt us. Now we live inside this watchtower. There is many, and it is crowded. Some of us left to find a new home, but some of us stayed, hoping that things would get better. You hear a voice rumbling deep inside the cavernous mouth of the ship, and it says, "Trokos, do not share our secrets with these strangers until we know their measure." And then Trokos says, "I'm sorry, my queen."
About 5 feet, by the way.
Wait, what?
I asked my measure. Said he's
Oh,
right.
you're only 5 feet? You're very short.
Very short.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that. You know, short girls, good stuff. But
Get out of
sorry.
here.
Vashon Gattleby, my bad.
Vashon. Vashon.
Listen, tall girl's good too. I'm just saying. The Valis Kyra combo. So Trokos says, "I don't know how to get their measure, my queen. I will ask them questions 3. If they refuse to answer, we know that they are secretive and cannot be trusted. Are you prepared for my questions 3?
Yeah, right.
Just did facts, Bo, but go on.
Is that the first
Okay.
question?
Why are
No.
we submitting to this query?
I'm asking the questions here.
You can just be quiet if you don't wanna, but I'm answering.
Okay, you seem
I'm
like the leader. All right. You're going out on a journey, and you have to pick one animal companion. You can have a bird, a bee, or a tadpole. I just made this question up.
I'm going with bird.
Bird.
Okay, why did you both pick bird?
Good scouts. Bees
Okay.
don't live very long. Tadpoles
Mm.
won't do well on a journey.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
You-
smart.
You have proven to have wisdom, but do you have courage? This next question will answer that. Would you rather eat a plate full of... Hold on a second. What? Do they like eating bugs? No, they don't like it. Okay. Would you rather go to school naked
or eat a bowl of venomous worms that are still alive.
How
Bella-
big are these worms? I guess I shouldn't ask questions. I'll go with the worms though.
I'm going to school naked. She thinks about that time that she posed for an art exhibit for like a class of painters.
What about you two in the back? I'm gonna let Grandma off the hook. She looks very tired.
Well-
Getrin gives a nod of appreciation and sits down on this rock.
Oh, we're
I
supposed to be on
mean-
the map or so on the dashboard.
Oh, yes, it's theater of the mind for sure. I definitely didn't forget to take you over to the map that I'm having fun moving your paper dolls around on. Alright. Okay, yeah.
What about you two in the back? I saw you skip round one.
I mean, I go to school naked. I mean, it's just for like,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
But
What
wouldn't
about
you be
you?
lashed for improper clothing?
I mean, some people are into that. I mean,
Talking about school, you creep.
oh,
Ah, there seems to be dissension among their ranks, my queen. What about you, Birdman?
I do not need to eat. However, my body's default state, I suppose, would have been nude. So going naked does not impact me in any way.
Ah,
Why are you clothed now?
a practical answer. Oh, a great follow-up. That didn't count as my question, though.
He just looks at
But we are
Sydney.
curious. It keeps the sand out of the gears.
Sydney says it's so you can pass as a not robot when you need to.
Aren't there loads of robots in Alkenstar?
Yeah,
There are
but the
loads of
second class.
Clockwork.
Yeah, they don't got no rights. You know, he wouldn't be able to go wherever he wants. He'd have to have a person with him, or they'd question his motives.
I seem to recall there's a shield marshal who wants to dissect me.
I don't think I forgot about question number one. Birdman, cat person. Tell me which animal companion you would choose. Bird, bee, or tadpole?
I think Bud.
Okay.
I would select the bird as well.
Yeah, Bud's all around.
They are unified in their intelligence, but they are divided in their courage. Interesting. All right. The last question. Hold on. We're gonna make this a tough one. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Your hated enemy lies powerless before you. They can't fight back, and they're beaten for sure. They have no fight left in them. But they have wronged you terribly. They ask not for forgiveness, but for mercy. What do you do?
Let them live with the knowledge that I beat them.
Trokos nods sagely. He looks to Zenny.
Zenny looks to the other two that haven't answered.
Oh. Yeah, Mercy's always free, you know. So.
Trokos looks over at Vulture.
Eliminating a potential threat is efficient, so that future encounters are not started. However, my recent update has been modified. Mercy seems to be the optimal choice within this group.
A practical answer.
Having
And you.
Having heard the other responses, I would say Mercy is the right choice.
My queen, these seem to be heroes, true, though one is very nervous about being naked in front of the others. Perhaps they have an outie belly button.
The voice says, "You have done well, Trokos. Have them approach, that I might look upon them in my shadows." Does anybody approach within breath weapon range? Sorry, does anybody approach within sight of the queen?
Where do I have to go?
Just like here, like clumped up would be good.
It's like in front of
Yeah, in
the
front of the
snout
dragon's
dragon.
mouth. Yeah, like right about here. Maybe in a cone pattern would be great.
Okay.
Stack and Vulture, are you coming over or
Oh,
you gonna?
sorry, mine's laggy.
Oh, no worries. Okay. As you approach, you hear heavy but small footfalls, and you see emerging from the shadows is their beautiful and ancient queen.
Oh shit! There's actually art for this.
Yeah. She is dressed like a treasure troll, wearing a queen outfit. She has much jewelry, and she wields a silver needle, like a cane, a staff, and a scepter of power. She looks at all of you and says, "Heroes, I beseech you, help me rid these sacred lands of a great evil I allowed into our home. It is the nature of my people to be inviting, to help those in need, but we have been abused. Our hospitality weaponized against us. Fae of the darkest sort have stolen our ancestral cavern. If you could remove them, I would reward you with riches, my favor, and the answer to questions 3.
Well, I mean, I like witches.
And Fae that don't respect guest hospitality are true trouble that need to be rid of.
Just so.
And where's this ancestral cavern? I'm looking at the other side of the ship.
It is a great distance from here. She points about 50 feet to this hole in the
Had a
ground.
feeling.
Yeah. They're small, okay? They're like tiny.
Well,
We have
Alright,
a prior task to accomplish. Is this wise for us to divert?
I don't know, but it sounds fun.
50 feet.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
If it
We got
were
time.
on the other side of the desert, I'd question the efficacy, but it's right there.
Listen, we need
be
supplies. We need.
The Vexits are terrible and fearsome.
Can you tell us anything about them?
Yes, I can. And I won't even count that against your questions 3 because it will be helpful to me and my people. Vexgix are gremlins. They are sort of like a scorpion fairy. They delight in sabotaging the hard work of other creatures and turning such works into dangerous traps. Immediately, most of you know about these things. They are a pain in the ass back in Alkenstar. There are entire extermination companies that specialize in dealing with these little assholes because these are the gremlins that crashed, that tried to crash, what's his face's airplane? Shatner, he was flying on the airplane. You saw the gremlin on the wing. That's these little fuckers. Yeah. You guys know that a Vexgit might jam a door lock, loosen the wheels of a carriage, reprogram a clockwork, or remove nails from the hull of a boat. The more elaborate the sabotage, with the bigger the payouts, the more joy it brings to these creatures. Their nests and lairs are often filled with traps that they have constructed from just anything they have at hand. They are very aware of their own physical weakness, and they wield tools as weapons, and they will frequently find beasts and monsters to train into guardians. Also, some of them are skilled thieves, assassins, or primal magic users. And she says, it is unfortunate. They seem to be led by, well, an Akrida.
Are they going to tell us, or can we roll recall knowledge on that?
You could roll a recall knowledge on.
Before I do, I pop a piece of candy into my mouth. Let's see. It's called a cinnamon sear, and it gives me a +1 bonus to recall knowledges.
Okay.
And it tastes like cinnamon.
All right. When you try to recall what an Akrida is, scroll to bottom. You have the feat that's like you can't get bad information, right?
Well, I have the 2 feats that together I can't critically fail. A critical fail becomes a failure, and a failure gets 1 piece of correct information and 1 piece of incorrect information.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. All right. Okay. So in Akrida, believe it or not, you're not sure what the fuck she's talking about. You think that when she says Akrida, she is referring to a creature's name, not a creature's species. All of you, similar results. You have no idea what Akrida is. You don't know of any creature called an Akrida.
Sounds good. Let's go kill him.
Well, let's not be too hasty. Who's good at finding traps?
I mean,
Vulture just raised his hand.
All right, Vulture, you're going first.
We appreciate your kindness because they are guests. Despite their heinous ways, we cannot act against them, or we would help you. We would bring the full fury of our flight to bear against them. But know that you go forth into battle with the blessing of a queen. And she stands very straight.
Anything
Bella.
for royalty.
Yeah. Bella
Right.
curtsies a little bit and then heads off.
Trokos begins to fly after you, and the queen says, Trokos, where are you going? And Trokos says, I would like to witness true heroism, my queen. So despite the sun's painful gaze, I would watch and witness that I might tell the story of their heroics for generations to come. And she says, go forth with my blessing.
Yes. Come, get attached to our group. Join our VT.
We have a spot open.
Time. Ketrin says, alright, how are we gonna do this? Just, extermination? You gonna talk them out?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, we should start trying to talk, but expect that they're going to be pretty tricky. They have a way with words, so.
we should look down this hole and see if it would even fit any of us.
Yeah, Vulture, do you want to check the area for traps before we go in?
I would like to check the area for traps to scan.
Let's
I would
go
like to
ahead
make
and do a, what do they call that thing? Exploration. Pew pew pew. If you do an exploration that involves rolling, go ahead and do the roll too.
I'm giving Vulture my +1 bonus.
Search the right one.
Search is the right one.
Alright. Creathny holds court from this end of the boat. Yeah, okay, we covered that. Okay. Stern. Okay. Ooh. Alright. A hole in the side of the ship Oh yeah, here we go. So the stern of the ship, that's the booty of the ship, right? That's where you guys are at right now. The aft section of the long ship tilts upward at an angle, as if the keel were broken underground. The rear figurehead is carved to resemble the spined tail of a Lenorm, but the tail has broken and lies in several pieces on the rocky desert floor. The sides of the vessel are riddled with small holes and seem to be suffering from an infestation of insects. Okay. So with these rolls, oh yes. Bella, you may ask me one question about Vexgits. Like, how come you keep pronouncing it differently? That would be a good question to ask.
Okay. Can I ask like what like magic or like debuffing abilities, what conditions they can apply to people?
What spells they have access to? Do you want to ask
I
about their
guess.
spellcasting, or do you want to ask about if they have any debuffs they apply? Is that what you're?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, is what debuffs they would apply.
Okay. They have something called Rusting Grasp. So if they use this against a creature or unattended object, they can do damage to an item they are wearing or holding, or the item itself. If you shield block these creatures, they will instantly destroy your shield if it has any metal parts.
Let Ketrin know that.
Yeah, that was actually pretty clutch. To find out. If you are an automaton, they will do extra damage to you. So another good thing to know about. Also, as part of this ability, they ignore the first 5 points of any object's hardness when they are dealing damage to it.
Yeah.
Wow, that ain't bad for a little guy. That ain't bad. Okay. Vulture, what is that perception check? There it is. Okay. With that perception check, you see these three just kind of hanging out, peeking out of the ass of the boat. That's what they look like.
Friendly.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Josh said, Paizo monster art, just knock it out of the park. Good stuff. They are watching you, but they don't seem like aggressive. They seem curious.
Okay. Well, at this point,
since you're not stealthing, I feel like they would probably notice you noticing them, right? And then 2 of them would duck in, getting full cover, but one of them would still be peeking out with 3/4 cover, Frank. And so Frank would look at you guys, and he would say something in a language none of you understand. I'm pretty sure. Anybody speak Stackroth?
No.
No? Nobody?
No.
You see? What the hell, guys?
Attention,
no, that's fine.
Vexes, do you speak common?
All right, so it says something like
Motherfucker English, do you speak it?
Oh god.
And then they ducks down and gets full cover again.
Do you have a representative?
Vulture, you hear a lot of scuttling, and skittering, and also some slithering coming from the cave below.
Vulture will
Then-
say below us, and he's going to take a couple steps back because of that information that was given.
All right, you guys receive an incoming call notification in your brains.
Oh,
Yeah. Does anyone accept?
I'll accept charges.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. A woman's voice appears in your minds, or resounds in your minds. Did anyone not pick up the call? No? Everybody? Okay. A woman's voice says, well, hello there. Who might I ask has come calling on this fine day?
Hello.
Hey there.
We are
We just came from the other side of this massive vessel. And those folks over there wanted you to die. We wanted to know if you had anything to say about that.
Oh,
They didn't necessarily die. They said that they wanted us to negotiate.
Sure.
We are here on behalf of the other party, and we'd like to come to agreeable terms for that work for everyone.
I see.
So tell us, what led you to inhabit this space, and why did you kick them out?
Well, I found myself the caretaker of some very sweet and very confused little bug people. As a bug person myself, found changed and alone in this strange, dangerous world, I thought there might be safety in numbers. I felt a maternal instinct I had never felt before, and took them into my care. But these deserts are a dangerous place. Hunters during the day and the night, from on, above, and below the sands, began to pick off my children one by one. It is for that reason that I sought a safe haven for them, and lo, the gods delivered to us such a place, for we saw this mighty ship, I came to know it was called, off in the distance. When we arrived, there were adorable bat creatures. Bats had long been the enemy of my kin, but these seemed different. There was a welcoming kindness about them that I could not resist. They offered us food and sanctuary, and well, how were we to refuse?
It sounds like they did you a good turn.
Everything was so nice that we decided we would stay forever. It seems that our hostess does not like that. She is unable, I think, to ask us to leave, though she did drop many hints, including a note that said, "Please leave."
So,
I was delighted to learn that I had the ability to read, though I believe I was only reading her thoughts as she watched me try to read the note.
so if they were such nice hosts to you, and they are now feeling like you outstayed your welcome, why not just leave?
Because it's too nice. This cavern is beautiful. There are quartz crystals that glow at night like the night sky. There is a steady supply of fresh water. They are cool and protect us from the heat of the day, yet at night they retain warmth and protect us from the cold of the night.
It's a big desert.
It is, but I am tired of walking. I have decided to live here, so we shall. However, their constant mewling and crying has become bothersome to us. We beat them up, and they left, but apparently they did not go far enough, if they are now sending mercenaries to come and murder us in our homes.
Now, hold on. No one is murdering anyone. Do you think it is possible that this ship is large enough for you both to inhabit and coexist?
Perhaps, though we have adopted into our clan a lovely serpent who does favor the flesh of the Batkin, unfortunately. But we would never send William away, for he is a part of our tribe now. And if you think about it, William looks a lot like the figurehead and figure tail. Thank you, I had no idea what those were until I took the words from your mind of this ship. It is nearly prophecy that we were meant to come here and take it for our own. Why do they not leave and find a new place to live?
Bella, I know you wanna, feel like peaceful and reasonable and everything. These guys fucking suck.
How about I make a counter offer, mercenaries?
They offered much treasure in exchange for your removal, so you'd have to make a better offer than them.
The trinkets they offer are likely the trinkets down here in the cave. This is where their treasure hoard is. What riches you saw upon the queen are all they have, for we have their treasure. I have no need of such things, for we do not have commerce here in the desert. Thank you. You may take the treasure and go, but you must swear to spare the lives of myself and my people. How easy is that if all you seek is treasure?
Does sound pretty easy.
What about our little friend?
Trokos looks around and says,
Why is everyone just staring off into space? Where is the heroics?
We are
I'll
in
say out
negotiation.
loud, like, there's a lot of preparation to heroics. You wouldn't understand.
I see you are meditating.
Mm-hmm.
I will move back to the Birdman's hat, that I might have a better view. It is not out of cowardice.
So, gang, you're gonna be heroes. You're gonna accept treasure to leave. You're gonna leave without treasure, without doing anything.
man, what a moral quandary you're in. If this was another game, we'd be here for the next 4 hours. But, you know.
Well,
Do you
if
want
we
me to
help
just-
you find a new place.
Another game that deals with the sailing on the boat.
Do you want me to throw up a poll? I'll throw up a poll.
See,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
fine
poll
with
is
just
appropriate.
taking the treasure and going, to be honest.
But what about our bad friends?
How difficult is it to sense motive on a telepathic voice in your head?
I would say that it is relatively difficult because of this creature's alien mind. But you could certainly attempt it.
I'll attempt it.
Okay.
Some bug lady with psionic powers.
You believe that this creature is of cruel alignment, right? There's no alignment anymore. But if she had, what do they call those things nowadays, Josh? Values? What are the things that edicts? Her edicts are definitely selfish and looking out for her brood at any cost. You, despite that sort of selfish but yet matronly vibe, yeah, I mean, if she thinks that this will get you to leave, she'll definitely give you the treasure. Will she give you all the treasure? Unknown. But she definitely does intend to honor her word of giving you treasure to leave and not make this your business anymore.
I'd lead. I'm wondering if she's reading our minds and if we have a conversation out here, she's gonna hear it.
Well, you could do a recall knowledge on
Sure.
what you know of telepathy.
Sure.
Okay. I believe telepathy is covered by several different of the 4 different schools of magic, but probably occult would be the strongest pull. But I would
I
also
don't have
accept.
that. I don't
would
have
also
that. I do have
accept,
a +1.
arcane. Okay. All right. So standard telepathy does not allow them to delve any deeper than what you're willing to communicate.
Communicate. Okay, because like she was picking out phrases from us, like figurehead, but that's because we said to her like they were living in the figurehead.
Well, the fact that she was able to pick out words does mean that she's probably also able to read your surface thoughts, which is a little bit more than telepathy would get you. But the fourth circle spell, telepathy, you can communicate telepathically with creatures once you establish a connection. The connection is two-way. You can communicate only with creatures that share a language with you. Which that would mean that this creature speaks regional common? ?
Alright, Belle's just gonna try something. I don't know if there's a check for this, but knowing that it's prying into her mind, she's going to picture not like the pathway to this, but picture the crashed airship and think about, man, this is kind of a small, skimpy ship by comparison. Something that likes living in here might like living in a giant ship.
Oh,
What do you tell them about?
Yeah, this is only in their mind. This is only in their mind. They think of this. Okay. So that's pretty. You know what? To represent this, go ahead and give me another occultism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping for deception.
Or
but-
arcane. Occultism or
Okay.
arcane.
Okay, I'll take arcane.
Since telepathy comes from both of those.
Ooh, I'd like to reroll that.
Okay. Go ahead and spend a hero point to reroll.
Man,
Okay, so you shape into your mind the vague images and remembrances of the airship, and you feel a stirring, a bit, and the voice says, "Ah, I see. You have a ship of your own. It is
Yeah,
in
we're-
bad shape,
we're
like
going
this
there.
one."
And you could come with us, and you could live in it.
All right, now you can attempt a deception.
I just don't want to fight them down there. 1 second. Where is deception? That's probably a lie. On the
I will
macro
say that it does look like you can slide down this hole into the cave, but medium creature, you are going to be like stooping a little bit, not squeezing, but it's going to be a very claustrophobic situation. All right, so you go and try to lie, and the voice says, "It is a tempting offer, but nothing could compare to the comfort and safety of these caverns. While my children would delight at the destruction of such mechanical marvels, their safety means more to me than their enjoyment."
All right, I'm out of ideas. Zenny.
Okay.
Sorry, I would have thrown up a poll, but apparently I don't have poll installed, or I do, but it's like fighting with like the hotkey for party, so let me try to figure that out real quick. But you guys can, RP
Yeah,
and all that
Vulture,
jazz.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Vulture, what do you think?
I believe
Oh my
this
god,
situation.
does Forian's polls not work in Pathfinder? That would be some
I
bullshit.
think you've used the poll before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the old poll tool. This is the Forian's poll tool. That'd be so weird if it was system dependent, though. Alright, anyways, keep going.
And the bugs are still out here, so
Let's see. We could try to, You think the queens could, talk it out?
Kind of feels like
Kinda.
they tried that, but
sounds like
Yeah.
they've done that, yeah.
Mm.
This one here doesn't want to leave because they're in a really cushy gig and they don't care about what the other one wants. And they're also more powerful than the other one, so they just don't. Why would they leave? They have nothing to be offered. Bat people have nothing to offer them to leave. Basically, what do we want? Do we want to drive them out? Do we want to just take a bribe and leave? Or do we want to leave without a bribe? Those are basically the three options.
That sounds about right.
I don't necessarily want to kill this thing. It reminds me of my Aunt Reggie.
They suck. Is your aunt awful?
She has some unconventional beliefs.
About property and propriety.
My guess about Ketrin would be these people are overstaying their hospitality. She feels for this mother wanting to protect her adopted children, which is a big parallel there, right? With this nun who runs an orphanage. But there's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. And this is the wrong way to do things. If their pet is eating their host, then they need to get rid of the pet, or they need to relocate to a different place. I feel like she would say those words out loud to you guys. She would just kind of explain, like, this is where I'm coming from.
I feel like she would liken it if, like, she were to kick a family out of their house in order to start an orphanage, which she probably would not do.
Right, exactly. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things, and they are doing the right thing the wrong way.
Also having a pet that occasionally eats said family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything better they could want?
That's what I was going for. We could tell them they can come with us to the Castle of Quartz. That could be our last ditch effort. And then after that, I'd say we should just give them the option of, like, if you don't leave, we are going to kill you and your babies and your pet. And we don't want to do that. And,
I mean, I kind of want to.
I mean, sure, let's go with that. Yeah, Cradle Court sounds fine with them. If they want safe passage, we could, protect them on the way there.
And then if they decline, we just go right into combat.
Sure.
Alright, but can I, like, stand in the doorway so that they can't flee into the cabin?
You do what you feel is right.
What, just stand in the opening here?
I guess they're tiny, they just go through me anyway. So I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Alright, so what are you proposing to these peeps?
Do you want me to propose a spell, or do you want to say
I'm going to maintain the peace talks here. I don't want this going off the rails.
I see.
So...
I just mean that I got plus 13, you got plus 9, you know?
Oh, okay, then you go ahead if you feel so confident in your abilities. I did not know this was a high charisma character.
Excuse me?
Right.
We have our final topic of discussion then, my queen. We go into a beautiful crystal cavern. I mean, you got that your hole down there that you found. You said it's all like pretty stars and whatnot down there. This place is off the charts. It is like a world of shiny crystals and beautiful lights and shiny rocks. So we could show you the way there, and then, you wouldn't have to have your snake eat bats and everything. There's plenty of food there, I'm sure. And then everything will be just fine and dandy. Wanna come?
Alright, you may attempt a persuasion. Also, before making the persuasion, give me make an impression.
Okay.
Because you gotta see if you moved the mood.
25.
Alright, make an impression. 25. Okay, this is against the will save of the target. Okay. Yeah, you have improved its demeanor because you didn't attack its the 3 that revealed, that were discovered by you guys, and you haven't come down yet. So, you may now attempt a persuasion check to deliver that offer that travel with you, and you will find them a greater home than this.
I could tear a planet, but I kind of want to kill him, so I won't.
Oh, dang. Okay. In that case, she says, your offer is kind, As is your flattery. I am no queen, just a mother looking out for her children.
I have a moment's hesitation as Senny realizes that if she doesn't hero point this, that they won't let her do more diplomacy stuff. Click that button.
It's
Very
good to see
impressive,
that
very impressive.
you are motivated by mechanics. Beautiful. All right. She says, I have heard the Batkin speak of this place. It is cursed, they say, and dangerous. Are you truly strong enough to protect us? For we are small and vulnerable to the many hazards of the desert.
They managed to protect me. I'm small and vulnerable.
Well, look, anything that wants to attack group will attack us because we're all big and stomping. Whereas, so they'll attack us, we kill them. Simple. And as for the cursed, I mean, what interest would a curse have in something as small and cute as your little beetle friends? We'll just sort it out. And I heard that there's a cleric moved out over there. They've probably gotten rid of the curses already. Powerful dragon cleric, just like the figurehead. And your snake.
My children and I prefer to travel at night. Will that be an accommodation that you can meet?
I'll ask the gang, because I can see in the dark.
I
No,
don't.
I have low light, so
I don't love this idea.
Okay, I'll lie and say yes, we
Okay.
can.
Then you'll need a deception.
And then when they come out, my plan would be to murder them.
Okay.
So my lie is really bad, by the way.
Okay.
Um.
It's a d20, so I mean,
Oh no, it's hidden as well.
Yeah. She says, I see. My people are small. They cannot fly, and we move slowly. You will not be upset if we slow the journey of your tall, long-legged steps.
You should see Bella. I mean, and
He looks
I
affronted.
Listen, okay, it's not like I was gonna insult Stu when Stu's shorter than you. It had to be you. I'm sorry.
I see. Then you would swear to keep us safe and protect us as we make ourselves vulnerable to you and rely on you for protection and escort to our new home?
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel guilty.
Quick recall knowledge regarding Fae and swearing things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
Nature, I'm guessing that is. Oh no, wait, I have esoteric lore.
Okay.
Regarding creatures and such, and curses and everything.
Oh, wow. So, Fae consider oaths, promises, and things like that to be quite sacred. Now, that can be easily abused. These, assuming they are not overly powerful Fae, would have no real way to punish you or, in any way deliver retribution for a betrayal of such an oath or promise. ... However, if any of the gods or powerful Fae have any interest in anyone in the party and have caught their fancy, right? And they learned of such a deception or betrayal, or if it was, if it was known to them, it would sully future negotiations with more powerful Fae creatures. Also, gods and deities, they don't really like it when people go back on their words either, unless, they're a god or deity of betrayal and trickery. But either way, it would carry a bit more weight than just double crossing like some rival criminals back in Alkenstar.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and think, do they look like they have deals with faith? Look at Vulture and go,
I mean, Stack could be Fey-ish, but he's like more mystical than, he's like a step up from a fortune teller. So
I was just looking at Stack, like, if he has the favor of a Fae, they have a funny way of showing it. Bella, too much technology.
Historically, my family has not gotten along well with Fae.
I swear.
Yeah, but with your check, yeah, that's your kind of your final thing is low level Fae won't be able to do anything about you breaking an oath. But if word got out to other Fae that was how you do business, it would make the rest of your adventuring career with Fae creatures very difficult.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not the one that's going into stolen Fae. Metagame, anyone that is doing that, like, raise your voices now, because I might be fucking over that. So
if Bella survives, I was planning to take her to stolen Fae.
It'll make things interesting, won't it? I swear it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the seal's kind of broken for her already. And also, these Fae broke guest hospitality.
They did. Yeah.
Did they, or did they just not leave? They abused it. They didn't break it, and that's important, right?
They attacked their host. You can't
They let
attack
their
your host.
snake attack. They did say that the snake was one of them.
That's true. And they refused to punish the snake for or banish the snake for its crime.
Okay, well, I'm
We're just dealing retribution.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say this: as you get a closer look, while you can kind of slide down into the cavern, you realize that once you're in it, medium or larger creatures must squeeze. In addition, small or larger creatures will have a -2 circumstance penalty to strikes with melee weapons that lack the agile trait while inside the cave. So this would be a very rough place to try and fight them if they refuse to come out.
But as I'm swearing, then they should come out at some point for us to continue on our travels with them.
Yeah, I mean, she's just waiting for you to, swear that oath, I guess.
Oh, you wanted me to say the full sentence? I swear it wasn't enough. I thought that'd be fine enough. Okay, I swear to make sure that you are safe and sound on our travels.
Okay, give me one last deception.
Oh, shit.
And keep it hidden.
I'm really bad at these, by the way. I have +4, guys.
Do I have Silver Tongue?
Hearing Zenny's words, none of you are very convinced.
I wasn't even convinced.
What if I slap a hero point on the hidden roll? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, you could burn a hero point on it.
Okay.
Just give me a fresh one. Okay. You repeat the words a second time. This time with more meaning behind them. But they kind of ring hollow in the air. You hear a voice say, "I would not be lured out of my lair by such pretty lies and false oaths. If you would not take the treasure, then you choose death. I will destroy you if you enter our home.
Guys,
And then, as retribution, we will kill all the Batkin who sent you against us."
oh no.
Oh, great. Now you done it, Zenny.
You guys, I think they noticed that I said that I'd protect them on the travels and not just like out here.
Well, you tried. You did good.
Yeah. So you want to get wriggling down there?
Yeah, well, I guess we.
I mean, there's still some like bug people out here, right? And they didn't all scuttle down.
Yeah, they're currently hiding like inside the wood of the ship.
Oh,
Why don't we just like pull up some floorboards?
sure. Let's get to bug stomping.
All right,
I'll
Alrighty.
pull them out.
I'm prepared for violence now.
Okay, as you approach the
Vulture,
ship.
look for traps.
You have been, so.
Yeah, Vulture didn't see any traps on the surface. Dot.
Mm.
All right. So let's see. I rolled everybody in. Everybody can give me some initiative. All right.
Oh. After the update, and was it still called initiative in Pathfinder, or?
Yeah, I think it's still
Oh.
called initiative.
Oh,
I think. I don't know.
it's not a spacious pouch. It's not.
Let's see. Initiative's kind of a hard one to suddenly have a different word for, I feel like.
Combat order.
Combat order? Dang. You gonna go work at Paizo? This is crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's grab some
Clearly, they
combat
need some fresh
music here.
thinkers because some of these titles they ain't good.
I would say they tried their best, but I saw them change the purple worm into a cave worm, and they just went into Photoshop and they just slid the slider until the purple worm was a brown worm, and they called it a day. That was fine, I guess.
I guess work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the purple worm is just a Dune reference anyway, so.
True.
Yeah, it's a massive worm that's also poisonous and swallows things. Oh, wow.
The best version of that was in Final Fantasy VI, but just if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, let's roll some initiatives
Some
for
cool
everybody else.
music.
Yeah, some Jack 2. Jack 2 music.
Oh, that's a lot of dice rolling.
This is the race.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few of them.
Good.
The action economy is not necessarily on your side here, but all right. Vulture, you're up first. Vulture
Vulture's
had to
AFK.
step away. Okay, so let's see. Vulture doesn't have a shot yet. He is going to delay,
And back.
I think. Oh, okay. I was just gonna have you delay since you don't have a shot or anything. Is that cool?
Hope we are doing this.
It's happening.
He's going to. Sorry, I do have. That's not gonna happen. He's gonna take a couple more steps back because after all the stuff that he's heard, and then he's just gonna use two ready a shot against a hostile that attacks any of his allies.
Okay. So you are going to stay at the top of initiative. You're gonna ready a shot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. An unseen creature is going to stride and let's see. I guess with their last action, they are going to try and recall knowledge on you guys. All right. Oh, okay.
They want to stay undetected and be sneaking, right?
All right. So what?
Oh, well, you said they're striding. That would reveal them, right? If they ain't sneaking.
Can you see through solid ground?
Here, but
Wait, you can? Your character can see through solid ground?
said you can hear, but.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You anyways, you would hear down in the cave and somewhere in it creatures moving around. All right. let's go to this creature. This creature would reveal itself from hiding, as it is now going to stride. Let's see.
Okay, so that. Well, I guess what?
I think your trigger was if it attacked one of your allies, correct?
Yeah, true.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Let's see. Alright, it is going to, with its very slow speed, but it has a climb speed, so it's going to move to here. And then it is going to, like a bug, climb along the entrance of the cave, and then disappear inside. Alright, and then it will try and re-up. However, now that it's on the move, you guys hear that it has a clacking exoskeleton, which gives anyone a +2 circumstance bonus to their perception DC against its attempts to sneak. So in a way, its sneak is worse than it would normally be. So I'll actually just penalize it by 2. Alright. Okay, yeah, it definitely went that away as it scuttled into the cave. Alright. That brings us to Trokos. Alright, Trokos was hanging out on your hat, and Trokos says,
Is this it? The moment for heroics?
Seems to
Yep.
be the case.
I stand by, ready to heal any of you that require it.
What, do we know what time it is? Oh wait, we don't have a newspaper. We're well past that.
You're right. Alright. So it will pass to, it'll take cover in your hat, and it'll pass to Stack. Alright, Stack, you're up.
Alright. I haven't brought this out in a while, so I'm just gonna change grip to the gun sword. I'm gonna put my knives away. And then load the gun sword, that takes another action. And how many items? I'll actually stride forward right over here. Now it's my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Play passes to Zenny. Zenny, what do you do?
Check a seek action out.
You know that there's 2 inside the wood of the hull here. You can hear their nervous click-clacking sounds as they are moving about. So they are not these 2 here are not stealth. They are just like, you know, hidden behind cover.
So they'd be like underneath, inside floor.
Right. Yeah. Like when you hear a mouse in the wall kind of thing. Like, only it's a horrible scorpion Barbie doll.
Okay. I have to see him for exploit vulnerability, doesn't it? Mine. Guess I like stomp over here then. Just ready a whip. It's the first thing I see. Move.
Okay.
First of them that I see move.
Alright, so scanning the remains of the hull and the hole in the ground, you ready to strike any that would appear. Got it. Alright. Let's see. Ah, okay. Yeah, we're we're well past that as well. Okay, that could work though. All right, Bridge is gonna move to here. Stack, you hear from where you're at, and I guess Zenny as well. You hear the click-clacky sounds of one of these creatures moving closer, and then it is going to try and be sneaky. It's not particularly sneaky, but it is sneaky enough that you lose track of the sounds and movement of the creature once it activates that. Vulture, you are, I'm going to say, too far away to kind of pinpoint its location. Bella, to you.
I feel like we're about to end up in a standoff where they won't attack us unless we go down there. But
I mean, you're small. You could go down there and only have a -2 penalty.
I know that. Well, hey, that's with non-agile weapons.
That's true.
I would not be penalized at all, but I would most certainly step on a trap and then get swarmed, and my allies would not be able to come to my aid.
That would be rough. Squeezing and a trap, that would be a bad situation.
Yeah.
Quick question. Can I hold an action to do a move action? Like, if I go down there with one action, and then I hold, using my remaining 2...
Striding is a single action, so yes, you could hold a stride. You would just need to, or climb, or whatever. As long as it's one Pac-Man, you just got to meet the requirements of the reaction that you build.
Right. So I think what I'm gonna do, it's probably a really dumb idea, but I'm just gonna, someone needs to bait these things out of here, and all my allies are up here kind of readying to attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to, with one action, stride down there.
And then with my remaining 2, I'm gonna prepare to stride back out the second something tries to attack me.
Okay. All right. So, what I can do is I can send you, because I'm sorry, I forgot to go in and modify this map to be a levels map. And the way they have it set up, they just kind of assume that the entire party is like, hell yeah, let's do this. And you all jump down inside like it's no big deal. So there's not a good way to do like partial. So I'm going to send you a screenshot of what you would see from where you're currently at.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you do see the snake. It's pretty cute. And then you do see whatever Akrita is.
I see something that's bug-like, I think.
Yeah.
You're not Reggie. Okay. I'm here, and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you see the many shiny eyes of the creatures all turn to look at you. The cavern is dimly lit by phosphorescent quartz deposits that do make the cavern look quite beautiful.
And here I stand, like a flickering flame in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's my entire turn, is putting myself kind of at the entryway. I do see things I'm probably not supposed to see in this picture.
Oh, really?
There's
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. William the Giant Viper is up. They see that someone is intruding on their home, and they're gonna deal with it. You've dealt with a lot of snakes in this adventure so far, so this ain't nothing. It's gonna start slithering towards you. All right, and then you see that it is about to get within melee reach of you.
And then once it comes within melee reach, I would dash backwards.
Okay. All right. Seeing you dash backwards, it is going to activate Coil, which doesn't activate in time to be used against you.
Hey, that's great.
All right.
10. I'm just gonna go back 10 feet. Yeah, there's at least 5 enemies down there that I saw. I don't know if they're gonna chase me up here. Doesn't seem likely at this point.
Did it widen out down there?
Yeah, there's a room, like kind of like a little cavern space, and it's not under the ship. It's more below the ship on the map.
Yeah. It widened out, but it is still like a low ceiling, so it would still be squeezing for mediums.
And I couldn't discern any traps down there.
Not without a seek action.
No, I was saying that more out loud.
Oh, like roleplay wise. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Frank's gonna go for it. He breaks cover. As he does, Zenny, you could attack him.
Yeah. I will.
All right. Yeah, that is gonna hit. It takes 11 points of damage. Which is a significant hit. He's very injured by the attack. Having been struck by you, but finding himself out in the open, he is gonna make a break for it. So he's gonna move.
Did Vulture hold an action to shoot?
Only if they attack.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
And then it's gonna climb down, and then I'll use his third one to move away. You guys hear its click-clacking sounds as it disappears into the dark cavern. Ketrin is up, and Ketrin says, "Well, we're doing this now, but how exactly are we doing it? We're just going down there and
Don't see
hoping
any
for the
other way.
best." All right. She is going to stride twice and then raise her shield, which is already up in defense. Cool. And so she will stand defensively at the entrance. Play passes. Right. Let's see. This one's gonna move. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's see, then we'll go to this one. Alright, it's gonna appear, and then it is going to make a break for it. Scuttling between Ketrin's legs and down into the cave. Stack, this do feel like the best time to have an AoE attack spell. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear them all clustered up down there.
Roxy did give you that super thunderstone too.
All right, play passes to this one. It's gonna move over here, and that'll be the turn. They're pretty unorganized, it seems. Top of the round, Vulture.
Nothing attacked my allies, so but he was kind of hesitant on the situation to begin with. I think the only thing that he's going to do is just stride forward a little bit.
Okay.
And use another 2 actions to ready a shot. Again, against anything that's hostile.
Okay. Alright. Okay, Katrin and Bella, you would see Akrita come into view. It is hanging upside down from the ceiling, and its body inflates like a balloon, and it vomits forth a breath weapon up out of the hole. Oh, look at that. It's just shy of you, Vulture. Ah, buddy. So yeah, it would kind of just spray at your feet as it squirts out of the hole, arcing through Ketrin and Velenora, and then
if it wants to get
spattering.
at me, it can come out of the hole and be hostile.
So let's see. I need a saving throw. Oh, Bella already rolled it. A 22 is going to be a success. And then Ketrin. Ooh, you guys think she would want to hero point that? I think she'd probably hero point that.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 is also a success. Alright. So you guys take half of 21 acid damage.
Is it round up or down?
It runs down. It'll do it automatically.
Oh.
I see. Let's press buttons.
Yep. Alright. 20 damage is as nothing to... Or, sorry. 10 damage is as nothing to Ketrin. And that is the creature's turn. I would say that for Ketrin, she can see the creature quite clearly from where she is at. Bella, you can see the creature, but only like a bit of the creature, but enough to definitely try and tag it with a bomb or something, like a splash effect.
With some cover.
Yeah. All right, that brings us to Intelligent Vexkit. Okay. Oh, also we have to see the cooldown of this breath weapon. No. Oof. Oof. Hate to see it. Alright. So let's see. This thing's going to move here. Ketrin and Bella, you see one of the creatures run past the door. It is currently right by the entrance and underneath Stack.
We're gonna have to get down there. There's really no way around this.
Alright. Shroko says,
They require healing. I should go to them.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
and Ketrin says, I'm good, kid. I'm good. I'm good. Alright. He will delay in case an opportunity to heal comes along. That's called cleric metagame right there. Stack to you.
Alright, I guess I'll... I'm not super clear. Is the Thunderstone, can you just like use it as like a thrown weapon?
Like a
or
grenade, yeah. You can just,
Oh.
just throw it down there.
Oh, can I spell strike with this thing?
I don't believe you could spell strike with it. A spell strike, you have to cast spells.
Right, no, this is, but as
Remember,
far...
think Magic the Gathering. It does exactly what it says it does. There is no
Okay.
room for any sort of interpretation otherwise. It is
Okay.
just exactly what's written.
Alright, I'll just use the Thunderstone.
Okay.
And throw it where the gas came from.
Well, if you don't target something, you're only gonna get splash damage off of it. Not that it'll probably be
I'll
okay. But...
Target the...
So
Queen.
the best thing you could do mechanically, I think, would be if you fell prone. I know prone is bad. You'd be off guard, but then you'd be able to look in the hole and then throw it.
Oh,
So I
sure.
think
Let's
yeah,
do that then.
And it's a free action to drop prone. Let me see. Nope, it actually takes one Pac-Man. So, do you have the Thunderstone out yet?
No, I have to take it out. And
Okay, so you take it out. Then if you were to drop prone and throw it, you'd still be prone. So I don't know if you want to do that or you want to wait till next turn.
I'll do it this turn.
Okay, so
I'll do
you
all that.
take out the stone, you drop prone, and you throw it. All right, possible targets include William the Giant Viper, Akrita, the Den Mother. William would net you 1, 2, 3, 4 splash damage targets, whereas Akrita would only get you 2.
Let's do William.
Okay. All right, go ahead and use that item and put it into chat so we can see what happens. All right. Oh, it's 10 damage splash, so that actually would hit everybody. That's great. All right, so here is William for the purposes of your attack roll.
Oh,
I just
I don't
roll a d20, and we'll add your modifiers to it. Okay, so 9 plus 4 plus 5 brings it up to what, a 17? That is not, and a -2 because of off guard. So off guard, does off guard affect your attacks as well? I'm thinking this morning. Yeah, pretty sure. Or is it just attacks against you? No, it's just attacks against you. So you are shy of the mark. So it will land in the general location, go off and do the splash damage. But
I'll use a hero point or...
Ooh, okay.
Probably worth it. It's like a level 11 item.
Yeah.
Reroll and keep higher.
Okay. Adding a +9 to whatever you get. Oh my god. So that's a 26. So that's not a critical hit, but it is a hit. So you're gonna do cause a fortitude save to all these creatures. Oh my god. Alright. So grab all these creatures and I'll have to make fortitude saves.
Didn't realize we were playing Helldivers too.
Alright. Oh my god. Oh, so many critical Oh my god! They're all dead! They're all dead! How could you do? Oh my god!
Okay, we really are playing Helldivers too. Jesus.
Oh my god!
I hold close
Alright.
up.
Jesus Christ. Alright, Oh, and the weapon has a +2 attack bonus we forgot to include. The item has a +2 attack bonus. So you can have your hero point back, because that first attack
okay.
would have hit. Yeah, because you only missed by 2. Alright, give me 3d4 damage. Alright, so that is 9. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Aggravating. He takes 18 from that. And then the splash damage also? No. He would only take the splash damage. The main target takes the main damage. Okay. So, but a critical failure against the thing. Let's see. Saving throw with the listed or be deafened till the end of next turn. Okay. So deafened. They're all deafened. Damn. Okay. God damn. Alright, then the snake, he failed or critically failed? The snake critically failed, so he takes the 18 sonic damage. And is past bloodied by that attack. And then the rest of them are going to take that 3 damage. Bloodying the one that escaped from Zenny but got whipped, and then damage to all these other ones that are nearby, including the Akrita. Alright, well done. Okay. And that's your 3 Pac-Mans. As you lay prone next to the hole. Oof. Okay, Zenny, to you.
I want to get here.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, from there, you would definitely see more of what's going on down there.
I'm not worried about a Vexkit just because nothing I use is actually metal. I could kill the Viper or I could mess with the Akrita. I think I'll mess with the Akrita.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll work on the
Alright.
Viper next
It
turn.
is within 10 feet of you. But
Yep.
it's definitely going to have some cover because of the situation. Unless you want to lay prone like Stack did. Ooh, okay. So does that also count as recall knowledge at the same time?
I think it just tells me all of it.
Okay, so that would
I
already
actually
be
have it
sent.
on my screen right now.
Okay, that's all sent
I'll
over
say-
to you.
Don't bother hitting it with acid, guys. Don't hit it with acid if that was incompatible. Oh. And then I'll whip it once. Will do.
Okay.
3
let's
actions.
see.
Oh wait, do I have a thing where I get 3 recall knowledge every strike? I do.
Even with a -2 to the attack, that is still going to hit.
Okay, and on a hit, then I get 2 recall knowledge on them.
Nice. Okay.
There is. So yeah,
Okay. This is an unusual creature, possibly a one-of-a-kind mutant. You don't know really anything about it other than the weaknesses that you were instinctively able to detect.
it's just a fail. I do have dubious knowledge.
Let's see. No, it was a critical fail. I'm just no longer in the business of handing out
It's
fake
annoying,
info.
isn't it?
Yeah.
At times. That's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, Painted Vexkit. I have dubious knowledge on my Tuesday character, and I asked the DM if I could just not have it, and they were like, no, it'll be fun. I think he's gonna find out. It's probably
I
the
don't
biggest
get a
chore.
choice. It's just part of the thaumaturge toolkit. You have dubious knowledge.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest chore I've seen so far as a Pathfinder DM is dubious knowledge. I was
No,
excited about it.
disagree.
Well, yeah, I was excited about it when I read about it, but then in practice I was like, okay. All right, so Painted Vexkit is up. All right. The question is, do they hide or they attack? They did attack Mama, and that's no good. So the creature is going to. Okay. Yeah, you know what? The creature looks like it's gonna run forward, and then it like stops itself, and it runs around the corner. So I'll have it disappear. All right, and then play Bassus to Bella.
Okay, I'm going to first stride to the space in front of Zenny.
Okay. As a smalls, that would require you to go down in and then forward. So you would now, -2 unless you have the.
Well, I don't think that affects
agile
me with ranged
weapons.
weapons. I don't think that affects ranged weapons. It did specifically.
Yeah,
I think it
specifically
said.
melee. Yeah, it specifically said melee weapons. Yep. All right, so you
Okay.
go down into the hole.
Does anything terrible happen to me?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I am going to target Snake Boy.
This is the. Can you guys see the little cave?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I don't know.
All right. I put in my hand a alchemist fire, and then I'm gonna throw it at the snake.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and leave that on, honestly. That'll make it a little bit easier for us to kind of envision what's happening down there.
Nice.
God
Nice.
damn.
Nice.
All right. That is critical hit on the snake.
Here it comes. Oof. Ouch.
Okay. A gentle critical hit. That's okay. It's probably enough. It's going to take 10 damage and die.
All right, I'll take it. And then I think all three of those get splashed by the fire because they're all tiny in the same
actually.
square.
All right. As its body
Oh, yeah,
bursts
that came
into
down.
flames. There we go. The rest of them are all going to take the splash damage. I honestly think the alchemists are really good. Like you and the other
Yeah.
alchemists in the other game, I think they're really good, especially for this game where magic is so risky. Like they fill that need of like the AoE elemental damage and just the AoE damage pretty well, I'm noticing. And then the support is so good. Anyways.
Since level 5, I've started to really enjoy it. It was
Yeah.
a little bit of a struggle up till then. I don't run out of bombs anymore. So from here, I threw and I didn't get opportunity attacked. So I am assuming that Akita does not have that. And could I occupy this?
Ooh, thank you for the reminder. You would have
Okay.
gotten opportunity attacked by the snake because it did coil, which you
Yeah,
knew that it
that's fair.
coiled, and you
Yeah.
used to manipulate within range of it. So I will give
Right.
you one parting bite as you slammed that bomb into its in the side of its head. All right, so there is a bite. Go ahead and give me a very low fortitude save against this poison.
Oh yeah.
This is an interesting encounter to me because there are just a lot of weak enemies, but they have like this terrain advantage. So it's like the difficulty isn't so much actually fighting them as getting to fight them, which is, I don't know. I think that's kind of neat. It's a little tedious, but it's pretty neat. All right, so that one is dead now, and then.
Okay. Can I occupy this space right here that's half wall
Yes.
and half? Okay. I'm gonna use my last action to step back into that
Okay.
space. To
Here,
make room for my
I can
allies.
add some walls for some realism. There we go. Cool.
And
All right.
that is my turn.
All right, beautiful. Trokos is still holding on, waiting for someone to need his help. And then play will pass to Frank. All right. Frank is remembering how his family got gunned down on the carousel, and it fills him with a battle rage he didn't know he had. He is going to, using climb. Yeah, using climb, he's going to make his way over to Bella.
Frank is vengeful and will defend his town castle.
Right? Hey, I see what you did. All right, what's the nicest metal liquid thing you have, Bella?
I don't.
Asking for a friend.
I don't think I really carry anything that has metal on. I'll take a look to be sure.
Okay. I
But
mean,
I
you
have, like,
definitely,
no
you're
equipment.
definitely from the 5e school of jewelry, right? You just put metal paint
Oh.
on bone jewelry. You know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
a lot of brass jewelry.
Oh, damn. Okay. I don't know. Like his desire to destroy something beautiful, is conflicting with his desire to protect his home. You know
I
what?
don't have
just
anything
gonna-
that's metal.
He's
I'm all
just
glass
gonna-
bottles.
He's just gonna bite you.
Okay.
All right. What's this do? Oh man.
I don't even have my alchemist flamethrower on me, so
Okay.
that would have been the only thing.
These guys
I-
have an ability, I shit you not, called Speedy Sabotage.
Oh, does he want
What
my 4
It's like
gold?
this would be the thing that if you had an airship encounter, like somebody lets like a bunch of these loose on the airship, and then they're trying to disable the parts of the airship, and you have to stop them. Oh man, that's really cool. Okay. Anyways, it's gonna try to bite you. What was the question?
Okay. Does it want my 4 gold?
Nah, it'll take it off your corpse. All right, here we go. A vicious bite from its mandibles. 4 damage, followed by an even more vicious follow-up attack.
Oh noes. That one. Oh, critical miss. That's nice.
This feels like Gulliver's Travels a little bit. Like like they're fighting so hard. You guys are just like, okay. Play passes to Ketrin. Ketrin says, all right, do I wait here or do I just stuff myself in there? She looks for guidance.
Getting bit.
I will once again throw up how bad
So,
squeezing is.
Yeah,
Oh,
if we're
that's right.
talking about the 1 minute per 5 feet. thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'm soloing this fight.
She says, I can't reach any of them.
Stay where you are, you're fine.
Alright. She is going to raise her shield,
Pistol.
and then she's going to spend 2 Pac-Mans. Ooh, she do have her pistol shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll take a shot at Frank. Frank's got a lot of cover from her right now. She doesn't really want to lay down in the sand either, but she wants... Alright. She
It'd
will
probably be-
no longer raise her shield. She'll drop prone so that she has a straight shot. And then she will fire at Frank with her pistol.
Yeah. I think that's
Alright.
the best thing for her. She wouldn't go in there and risk her shield, probably.
Oh, after hearing about it? Yeah. Or her gun, if her clan pistol gets destroyed. That ain't great.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
Nice.
Ketrin. You guys gotta tell Scarlet that they got a critical hit on an attack roll. While I was playing.
Wow.
Okay. Frank just explodes. Splat. He's done.
Incredible. That's the most
Oh my
damage
God,
chat room will
they
ever
gave
do,
him,
probably.
Like, they gave him like lime jello blood. That's awesome. Okay. I did not go in and change that. So whoever made the, I don't think I went in and changed that. All right, Ketrin would then stand up with their 3rd Pac-Man. So doing a little push-up kind of deal. You know what? Nah, they'll stay prone and they'll reload their shield. Does anybody know if the shield gun or the gun shield requires like a lot of effort to reload?
If it's like a flintlock, I imagine it's just one action.
Okay, I've like never seen them reload it in a fight.
Your
So
pistol. Reload
All right.
one.
okay,
Just one
got
action.
it. All right, Trokos is still waiting to help. I think Trokos is just going to be on call. That's how we're going to treat Trokos.
Well,
What?
we'll get to my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. So that brings us to this guy. The snake is on fire, but this girl is there. But the person that ran after this girl died. But this girl, she's got those nasty bombs, but she's so big and strong. So he fucking faces off against this giant. And he's like, alright, I'm gonna do this. But he says it in this very strange alien bug language. Alright, Bella. Get ready to feel the ferocity.
Bring it hither.
Alright. Coming down here with no metal equipment to destroy the knife. Alright.
This is my day as a tank.
Oh my god. So for him, like Dark Souls boss music is playing. And he like runs up and he's like fighting with everything he's got. And Bella, like you're just sort of like watching him as he just gnaws on your leg.
Oh, that's oh. For the record, I wanted to diplomacy.
Alright. Aggravating is up. And it's like, it says some stuff in the bug language. And moves into position. Alright. And it's, now you die. Now you die. Ha! Yeah!
Okay, what you got for me?
Yup.
Yeah,
God
will you ever recover from that? From above you hear,
Fire lady, do you need healing?
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Please, no.
Lady, they are heroes.
Alright, so from behind the wall, this guy's like having a bad time. He's going to yeah, he'll do this. Okay, that'll be his turn. Trokos is just gonna hold into the next round. Vulture, to you.
Vulture moves forward.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get eyes on them from here, or does it seem like I have to go inside?
From here, you could definitely see these dudes, but they got cover. I can't even say that you could drop prone, because there's like a mighty dwarf here, kind of, and Zenny, and Stack, that are all like leaning into the hole.
I just want to see a pile of them laying on top of each other.
Yeah, it's very crowded right now.
Scooby-Doo.
Kind of. It's like a clown. It's got some clown car vibes, a little bit.
Alright.
You're definitely gonna have to work out a rotation.
Anybody walking by would see the three of them all leaning into the hole, like laying in the sand, leaning into the hole, and wonder what the hell's going on. Well, I guess Zenny isn't leaning into the hole. They're actually in the hole, but at the part where they can still fit.
Right.
So it's definitely going to have a lot of cover if you take a shot at anything in there.
Well, so I take a shot at it.
Okay, which one are you going to target?
The one
The
that's
aggravating?
yeah, aggravating.
Alright, I'm going to give it greater cover, because there's a lot going for it right now. Alright.
If you're carrying Alchemist Fire, you could just blindly throw them in there for splash damage.
That's
I don't think you could hurt me with them.
I'll still take a shot.
Okay.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Alright, the bullet like hits the ground right next to the creature, but with trying not to hit Ketrin and Zenny and everything else, it just missed.
Oh.
The second shot though, or did you re-roll it?
Reroll.
Okay. The follow-up shot is a critical hit. Oh my
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
god. Alright, so that one ceases to exist. What the hell? Okay.
I reduced the paste.
Does it need to roll a fortitude save?
Maybe stunned one.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it is stunned one for sure. Okay.
I will then just reload.
Bella, you are just covered in bug gore at this point.
Gallagher.
And the smoky smell of cooking snake and smoke begins to fill the chamber. The smoke billowing towards the exit.
Oh god,
All right.
it smells like stink bugs.
Last action was to reload. That's it.
Okay. Play passes to Akrita, and Akrita, it telepathically says, "My children, please
Please, I have learned my lesson. I will give you the treasures and go. Let me take what children still live. They are all I have in this world, for I am different and strange from all that I have met.
Oh, I agree to these terms.
Okay, and it'd be a reaction to sense motive on that.
Yeah, no, actually, if let me see,
Yeah,
I have to. Oh, hold on. I do this. I do this. You guys saw me roll a die.
I definitely rolled.
All right. So I then, because there's no opposed rolls in Pathfinder, so since she's the acting party, she has to make the roll. She rolls not a great persuasion. It definitely grates on your nerves. Or if it's not a persuasion, she rolls a rather transparent deception. She is frightened, but not mechanically, and desperate to save what creatures she can. She had no idea the power that you brought to bear.
Will you swear to leave this place and never return?
Yes, I swear it.
Wait. Okay. So persuade is a concentrate action, and I can disrupt that with a reaction attack.
Okay, is that really what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
When she starts communicating with us, I whip her.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, it's only a hit. She can
Okay.
keep talking.
All right. That her pleas are even more pitiful because she just got whipped to the fucking face while she was doing it.
I think we've done enough.
And then she uses, let's see. She has 2 Pac-Mans left. She's made her plea. We'll see how the round plays out, I guess. It is really tempting to, like, shoot acid at you in response to being attacked, but she knows, and she has a decent intelligence for a creature. Oh, no, she has spells.
She got a cool spell. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all
Come on,
just
then.
clubbed up.
that'd be
Man.
a point of no return.
I'm gonna say that attacking her when she tried to persuade you guys would actually sour her on the persuasion. So she'll go ahead and attack.
Good.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, she's going to just fire off an acid splash. Make an attack roll. You don't want any 6 acid damage. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. So as she goes to cast the spell, let's see. All right. There's no wild surge, and here we go. Okay, it says this is heightened plus to 3. Okay, so this is the third level one that's happening here. Here we go. This isn't the AoE spell. Aw, and she misses. And then that is her turn. Alright, play passes to this one. Where is this one dead? Oh no, this one's still alive. Okay. Let's see. It's gonna come around the corner, and it will move up to attack Bella with its last Pac-Man.
I can't see if that hit.
Oh, it's a 26, my bad. Okay. So here's some damage.
As she gets bit, she's like, I wish we had just negotiated.
You're doing great, Bella.
And then Stack to you.
That grumbles and I have another thunderstone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, smaller one. Toss that in there.
All right, yeah, because you're already prone. So,
Yeah.
all right. All right. Let's see. Fortitude save. She fails. So give me 2d4 sonic damage.
Wait, am I in that radius?
Nope. Actually, yes, 10 feet. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to do a fortitude save?
Yes.
As do I.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I failed by 1. Mop.
Right.
Now I
Okay.
can't
If you
negotiate.
failed, you are deafened, and then she takes 4, and then the rest of you take 2 sonic damage.
All right.
And that would be 2 actions, right? One to pull it out, one to throw it.
Right, and then I'd like to use a diploma-size action.
Maybe we shouldn't have deafened them if we wanted to do that.
Like, are you? Let's see. Which diplomacy? Yeah. Couldn't find it.
Are you, so since you're deafened, are you just mentally trying to
Yeah,
telepathy with her? Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah, if you want.
I think that falls on deaf ears.
Let's see. Yeah, what is your? I mean, it doesn't go over well at all. But what is your overall?
Oh no, he's trying to say like, yo, we could we can stop now. I mean, we could do this all day, but I'm running low on these bombs.
Fair enough. That would only be transmitted to her, and then if you said it out loud, it would Ketron would hear it and Vulture would hear it. All right.
That's
Just to the room. You're just kind of like, what the fuck, kind of deal. All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't move her. She's yeah, she's pretty pissed off. All right, Zenny,
Nice.
to you.
Yeah, I think she needs to be tripped. So I'll trip her with my whip. Aha!
All right, she falls prone.
And then I'll whip her when she's down. And I'll miss. And I'll say, "Here, Bella, drink this." And I'll with my little spooky bone chalice, I'll feed that Bella some delicious liquid.
Bella, do you accept the pro-offered chalice?
How spooky is the chalice? I'll accept it. I've seen my
Nice.
allies drink it.
15 healing.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
All right, play passes to Painted Vexgit. All right, it's going to. It's gonna delay. Bella, you're up.
I feel highly conflicted about the lack of diplomacy, but then being healed. I'm kind of at a neutral. Then I really have
Life
no
is so
choice
much
to-
easier when they still had alignment in Galarian. This is the world liberals want, says the old school Pathfinder players. All right, what do you got?
All right. I say, well, she feels bad about betraying the memory of her aunt, but she's gonna go ahead and just power through.
All right.
I'm going to draw out a Dread Ampule.
Okay.
That's my action macro. I swear it's coming.
Okay.
All right, here comes.
I believe you. All right, yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna hit. Give me that damage.
I just wanted to talk this out.
Let's see. Listen, I'm gonna give you guys a pass. These creatures are evil. Okay, like
They suck.
yeah, like even
Hey.
if you relocated them somewhere else, they would just be shitty to other people. Like
That's their nature. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's their nature, exactly.
I'm not really gonna hold that against them. But she's afraid of me now.
Oh, she's definitely. She was afraid before. Now she's mechanically afraid.
That's my first action.
All
I'm
right.
going to recall knowledge on her because
Ooh, good luck. Yeah. She's an insanely high.
Well, guess
DC.
what? I have dubious knowledge, which means and the lore skill that means even if I critically fail, it'll be a failure.
Okay, got it. And even if it's a failure, you get to know something. So
Something.
why do you even roll? I don't know. Go for it.
I don't know. I thought I did.
Oh, okay. My thing hasn't been auto-scrolling for about a week and a half now.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Well done. You may ask any two things about this creature. You believe it is some animal that has been mutated into something completely unique.
Wow. What are its?
It
hopes
might
and
be the
dreams?
only member of its entire new species.
That's very sad. This makes me feel very conflicted.
All right. You may
what
ask
are-
it two questions.
What does it actually want from in life?
Okay. And that's one question. What's the other
Yeah.
question?
Okay. What's its AC?
Okay.
Or
Uh,
I'm sorry. Can I rephrase that? What's it? We already know resistances. What's its AC? I'll just take.
Okay, it's AC, yes. Its AC currently is an 18 because it is screwed. Its wants and dreams. You feel that this creature, being a mutant, is just looking for a place where it can belong.
Sad, tragic.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna follow up at map,
Okay.
and I'm going to draw bottled lightning. Would a 22 hit?
On a 20.
Yeah, I think it would. Because I just found out its AC.
Yeah. Give me some damage. Ooh, that's good damage.
And now
All
it is flat-footed as well.
Oh man, sir, we say off guard now in the Spacious Pouch Club. In Spacious Pouch timeline, we have to call it off guard. All right, and then these little guys take lightning
Oh
damage.
yeah, they would have taken the
Oh, I gave it
flash
to them.
damage. Okay.
It should say that they took it. Yeah. All right. Anything
That's
else
everything.
from Bella? Oof. Okay. All right. Tenacious. I guess tenacious. Man. Yeah, they're gonna fight to the end. All right. Here we go.
All right.
They're gonna do a bite against you.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right, they're gonna do another bite against you. And miss.
Nope.
All right, here's the damage from the first bite. 5. All right, and then they're gonna use their last Pac-Man to stride. All right. Play will pass to efficient. Efficient will. It's gonna pass. It's gonna delay. All right. Troko says, "Does anyone require healing?"
Truly, I am witnessing brave heroics. Your weapons, they smash the carapace of our enemy. They bring retribution against those who would abuse guest hospitality.
Just stay back a sec. I think it's about to spit loads of acid.
Right.
Vulture to you.
Probably recharge his breath.
Oh, that would be really sad because you get the sense that these bat guys have maybe 1 HP. Like that would be pretty bad.
That's unfortunate. So anyway, this one I can still see, right? That has a lot of cover.
Yes.
All right. Blast.
Which one? This
in
intelligent
front,
up front? Okay. All right. What is greater covers at 5? That seems like a lot. I didn't get a chance to toggle it on before you attacked. Hold on. No worries.
4.
It's 4. Then you would exactly hit, even if it had 4 more to its AC.
Huh.
Alright. Give me that damage. Alright, 14 points of damage is just enough. You take it in the side, tearing off half of its torso. Its body lies broken on the ground.
Oh, I cut my mouth.
Then Vulture will go into the hole.
Okay.
With.
If you move there, you will be squeezing.
It doesn't affect range weapons, correct?
Yeah, but like now you kind of can't move. You've like wedged yourself in the hole.
Taking you a minute to move from that space,
Yeah.
basically.
Now that you stuffed yourself in there, it will be a minute to get out. This is your reality now.
You're a turret.
This is my life. Well, yes, I'm fulfilling my purpose as a turret. This is what my
All
true
right.
desire is. Call back to it's a fact question.
All right.
But also call back to the bat people question of mercy, and Vulture will take his third action to shoot the queen.
Okay.
Map.
Oh
So I
man.
hope it doesn't blow up and kill the bat person. because
That's
it
gonna
kinda
hit.
looks-
Let's see that damage.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Let's see, 17 damage. Oh my god. All right. As you move in and you take that shot, how do you finish her off?
He kind of crouches down, points the rifle at the creature, and says, actually, it says nothing.
Okay.
Just pulls a trigger.
As she dies, she also says nothing. Her green eyes just kind of staring blankly. You then hear the sound of many bats. Wait, bat fairies? Rolling into initiative. It is like they can sense her destruction, and they begin to swarm out of the Lenormand mouth figurehead. And then Troko says,
My people have come to finish off what remains. Without her power to protect them, and without the snake's ferocious poisonous bite, we will be able to take back our homes.
Okay.
do you...
Can we hand wave the massacre?
That's what I'm
How much more is in there than that person other than that? Do they have like
Just
loads of
2?
children back there or something?
Listen, I'm trying to spare you guys. Like, what the fuck, dude? Can you just, like, let this one go? Like,
I was just like, do we have to fight these bad people now? Because I mean,
why would you fight the bad people?
if they're gonna go in there and kill the children, no, if you're trying to like avoid having that dilemma, then
This is war. These people are at war. Look at this massive battlefield that they've been waging a war across for God knows how long.
it's true. It's a whole wasteland between the two. It's a
Yeah, so they make the
spent so
long,
much, like,
long
acid.
journey, the long fucking journey from one area to the next. They fly down into the hole like the CGI bats from a Nolan Batman film. Here they go.
the Nexans arrive from Ingeb to finish the spell war at last.
Almost, they're almost there, guys. This is why it's so big. Look at
You know,
this.
It is
They're
possible that this boat once sailed on water.
almost there. They're almost there, guys.
Oh,
Many centuries
So
ago,
close.
Geb stole the life from the land and probably resulted in this desert.
All right, so inside you hear the ferocious sounds of chittering screams and bat screams as they finish off those who would betray guest hospitality and take what's sacred to them. Using a combination of way too many heal spells, you may want to back away. in case there's wild magic surges down there.
Give me a minute.
Sadly,
literally.
Vulture, you can't. So I'll see if anything spicy happens to Vulture, so that he can't escape. Okay. That one's not too bad. You could probably live through that one. Oh, how did I get the same one twice in a row? Okay. And then... Okay. Yeah, so there are 2 pulsations of magical fear, Vulture, from deeper into the cavern, followed by, a swarm of magical energy that you don't fully understand. And then finally, as the minute of being stuck is finally over and you're about to pull yourself out of the hole, is there anything else noteworthy? Nope, it's all good. Alright, and with that, we will end combat.
Huh. Well,
Alright, job done. Queen, where's our treasure?
As Bolter is leaving this entrance and unsqueezing himself, he will drag
Yeah.
corpse of the creature out with him.
Okay.
you gonna do something with that?
Were we not going to harvest it?
Oh, I mean,
That's
go
what
ahead.
That is what we have done with previous creatures that we have encountered so far. Or is that not the right protocol?
No, I mean, this wasn't a person. It was just kind of like an animal that mutated, so I guess that's fine. I don't know what we could possibly get off of it. It's unique.
Its unique nature would make it very difficult to harvest. In fact, the DC is a 29. Which is why you guys are struggling to get any information about it.
What skill would this require again? Survival?
Survival, yep.
I can hit that.
Keep in mind, if it has dangerous elements to it, you could take some damage from it. But you're out of combat, so, I mean, you know.
So,
Yeah.
I'll think it over.
Okay. All right. Oof. Okay. One of the bat creatures appears to you and says,
The queen would speak with you.
The queen's gonna have to come to the surface because it'll take them a while to get in there.
The queen is ancient. She would speak to you from the maw of the dragon.
Ah, the front of the boat.
sure.
Okay. So you guys roll up on the queen. If you could just clump up in front of her, that'd be great. Tee-hee. Alright. She reveals her true and even more beautiful form to you. Just kidding. She looks like this. And she says, I felt the moment when that fell creature perished. He reached out to me with parting words. Words that came too late. I shall reward you for the answer to questions 3. My favor and riches. While my servants and followers gather your riches, what questions do you have? For I am ancient and know much of this spell-scarred desert. I
Can
could
you-
provide extremely useful information for you on your journey. He says to the Sunset group that botched this super hard. Anyways, keep going.
Can you tell us about the dangers that exist at the Crystal Castle, the Cradle of Courts?
You ask about the Cradle of Courts. This is an unholy place that is cursed. I had a son who took
many of our people with him to go to the Cradle of Courts. He claimed that it would be a safe place, away from creatures like these and the many predators that hunt, that the cursed nature of the place would make all wary to approach. I told him he was a fool. But his heart was set, and he was so handsome and persuasive that many followed him. Onto a journey I can only call madness. Once those crystal caverns were the apex of magical energy, the ley lines overlapping in perfect patterns to enhance spells of all types. But then strangers came. They built a temple in and around the mystical stones, disturbing the ley lines and harnessing them for their own means. What fell magics they practiced are not known to me, only that it resulted in their deaths, and that the ley lines became corrupted. Life and death, time itself, are all in flux, and it is said that something from beyond our imaginations haunts the ruins of the temple. I have also heard that a fell beast of draconic nature lairs near the entrance. You have 2 questions left to ask.
Okay. How would we best get to that temple safely?
There is no safe way to go, but you have shown courage and a bloodthirsty savagery that even my people could never match. You have restored to us our ancestral cavern, and so I will give you as much information as I can. No games and no tricks. You are close. There is a narrow canyon nearby. It winds its way ever closer to the Cradle of Courts. But I do not know how best to get past the dragon who lairs there. With your size and means, you should be able to reach the cradle before the sun has set. You have 1 question remaining.
Oh, see, I'm of 2 minds right now. Lex wants to ask, have they seen a large metal bird with a man riding on top of it heading to the palace, aka Kosawana? Vulture wants to ask, what were the final words of the Bug Queen? I don't know if you guys have any questions.
Oh no, I'm trying to think
Okay.
of some, but
I like your second one. I feel like we know Casawana went there.
Yeah, I mean, if
but
he
just
didn't, we're in
wanted some-
trouble.
Just wanted some confirmation.
Yeah, maybe like what type of dragon would be a good idea to know, right?
Better description of the dragon that they've seen.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's another one. We go with that.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay. She describes the dragon as a large beast with scales like amber.
Oh.
Can I recall knowledge on that?
An orangish yellow hue. There is the crackling of lightning about it.
That could be Discretion's family.
Well, okay, I guess with that context, yeah.
Alright, can I have a cool knowledge regarding what the heck an amber dragon is anyway?
Yeah, you can.
Like, it's-
Alright. Let me end combat real quick. Alright. You are unable, unless you have one of them weird feats, which I keep forgetting about, to recall any knowledge about the creature.
I have a dubious if it's just a normal fail. If it's a crit fail, then nothing.
Let's see. Oh, right. Okay, then. Well, now you know that one of them is fake. What a pain in the ass. Okay. I don't know why I have so much trouble remembering who has dubious knowledge, but like, if only I had like a good cue when the recall knowledge was rolled, that'd be great.
It's not even on the recall knowledge macro though.
Yeah, I feel like it would be awesome if there was like a tag that was like, "Don't forget, you gotta
Yeah.
make up some bullshit about them."
You can make dubious knowledge just mean what you want to you, and just like kind of give
Yeah, that's
one
true.
half truth.
Here you go. You may ask 2 questions.
Alright. What its saves are like, and what its if it has any special abilities.
Let's see. Yes, you know that it has a breath weapon that does electrical damage in a line. You also know that it saves. It has a +20 to all 3 of its saving throws.
Yes.
See how good I am at lying? Which one is true?
Well, one of them would mean that we're way out of our depths. But maybe we
Only
are.
if we fight it.
Maybe
Only
we
if
are.
Only if we fight it, just Zenny. We don't need to fight everything.
What do you mean everything? You didn't fight the bats.
Whoa.
No, but when the bats asked us questions 3, they asked us if we would offer mercy to something that begged for it, and we did say yes.
Well, I wanted to make a good impression. Thought it would be what they wanted to hear. I'm sorry.
All right. She will take off her crown, her beautiful crown, and then she will offer it forth and says, "Take this. It is a sign of my favor.
No,
If you encounter my son, show it to him, and he will provide you aid."
It's not exactly a crown for us.
In my experience, and here's a quick gripe about Pathfinder 2. In my experience, a party of 5 people would have to all be either so poorly built or so hyper specialized to fail at this that I don't understand why we bother making identify checks on anything. Because, like,
Have you ever handed an item out to a Pathfinder 2 group and there's just like, none of us could figure out what it is? Like, I've never seen it happen. I've been doing this for like a year and change.
Stop bothering about halfway through the beginner's box, to be honest.
Right? Yeah, because like, I guess you do it to like hide the fact that an item's cursed? Question mark? But like, I didn't think cursing was revealed by identifying it unless you got like a critical success. It's kind of a weird situation. But anyways, I will continue to do it just because somebody worked hard to program it. So there we go. All right. So she hands you a ring. The ring is definitely magical in some way because you just get that vibe, I guess.
I'm probably pretty good at identifying as ever.
Yeah, I don't see it on your sheet.
There it is.
Where did it go? Unusual ring. There we go.
There should be I think if
I
you...
will post the skills.
Oh, there it is.
See, there's a mini game. Then you
wait,
have to
do you
the
just have
mini
to
game.
fucking guess what it is?
Yes.
Wait.
All right, Bella,
Nature.
you look at it from 20 feet away, and you somehow know. Zenny, you also know. Man, I'm glad we took time out of the game to use this fun subsystem. Sure, everybody get in there. Oh, Stack, you know what it is. The others are just, they have no idea. All right, so, all three of you know that it is a ring of ventriloquism, but Stack, you also know that it is cursed. But you don't know how.
Huh. Well, gives +1 to deception, which I barely wouldn't even help me because it's so bad, but...
No, madam.
But it does allow you to magically throw your voice with the effects of ventriloquism, and
cool.
does require an interact to activate, so that would trigger a surge probably. So
Exactly. Walk up.
I'm
Mhm.
good.
No, madam. I think we both know about magical effects here and there. What's really going on with this thing? And he like, if he has it, he'll like fiddle it around, like like you fiddle a coin around,
Mhm.
like.
she looks at you and says, "Do you find something wrong with my favor?"
Is this? What do you think this does?
It allows you to throw your voice magically, though I use it sparingly because of the nature of this desert.
Nothing, untoward about such a thing?
I don't think so. Do you accuse me of giving you something bad as my favor?
Can I draw a sense motive and see if I accuse her of doing something bad with a favor?
Sure. Yeah, you'd be against her passive deception. This would be a secret roll. It's impossible to tell if she's telling you the truth or not. She's a high-ranking noble diplomat. Who knows what's going on behind those beautiful silver eyes?
I mean,
It's
regardless of
impossible
the
to
effect,
tell, Stack.
regardless of the effect of the ring, it is a token of alliance that will help us if we find her son.
Yes. I don't really want to wear it, but I'll take it.
I'd like
You
to
see,
use...
lady, it wouldn't really fit on my head.
I'd like to use this feature line, and they're right. It's like the
Okay.
first time I think I've gotten to use it.
Yeah.
If she's lying to me, I can use my deception to figure out if she's lying.
All right, give me a hidden deception.
All right. That's the ninja one, right?
Don't the checks ask you guys what type of roll it's going to be when you click them?
No.
No.
I took a little...
Stack. If she's lying, she's an expert at it. Because she's telling you the truth. She would never give you something that would bring you harm. That would be disrespectful of the heroes that you are and the favor that she promised you.
Maybe
Okay.
its curse isn't worse than the fact that it's just something that triggers wild surges in the mana waste.
Well, we
That's
will
the case.
see.
I already got that.
Yeah, I'll just put it on then.
Yeah, I'll hand it to you.
Yeah, I'll equip it, Crash.
It's still prone, by the way.
Oh, whoops. It's crawling on the
Kneeling
floor.
before a queen.
Okay.
No,
Because
just-
it was a crown for her, it is a ring for you, and you do slip it onto one of your fingies. And I guess invest in it? Question mark. But now you have this ring that you can do. So,
Okay.
all right. You don't feel cursed.
You look great, Stack.
I always do.
All right. With a great deal of effort, they bring you out the treasures that were promised. Who should I drag these treasures onto? Who wants the burden, the responsibility?
I mean,
Then
I
he
have a
does have the
big
bag
old
of holding.
pouch.
Oh yeah, I have heard around town you have quite a spacious sack. So, all right. There is a piece of paper. They don't know what it does, but they think you'll like it.
Nice.
There's an array of tiny gemstones they've collected, worth 50 gold. They're working real hard on this one. They all bring you a spear. It takes about 6 of them to carry this spear out. Okay. They bring you this hatchet of Ulfin make. 2 of them. They bring you this battle axe of Ulfin make. So you can cosplay as a Viking. They bring you silver and gold ornaments and grave goods, suitable for burying a low-ranking Ulfin chieftain. They bring you Ulfin chainmail. They bring you a shield. It looks like the shield from any guard in Skyrim. And then they explain,
apologies, but the last item is anathema to us. We have been unable to move it, and so we buried it beneath the earth. If you could take it with you,
Yeah.
it would cleanse the vibes of our cavern.
I
I'm
will
curious.
The vibe.
wiggle. Oh, Bella. You're gonna wiggle?
I don't even have to wriggle. I'm just walking
Yeah.
up to it.
yeah, smalls. They have to have something good.
Yeah.
Not a lot. The world is definitely a medium-sized world. In the back corner over here, buried beneath some stones.
I'm just smelling farts all the time. Just live at crotch level.
I was about to say. I mean, there's a bat cave. That does have some poopy smells. They point.
It is beneath that rock. Oh, a weapon of great power and destruction.
All right, I'll try to dig it up.
We live in fear of its bad vibes.
All right, it is a cold iron longsword.
Oh shit.
All right.
All right, well I'll bring that up and give it to Zenny.
Okay.
Unless someone else shows interest in it.
Okay.
Cold
All
iron.
right. You see that they are going about their business now, but they're keeping a wary and watchful eye on you guys. You see Trokos perched on the horn of the Lenore figurehead, watching you guys with a deep, thoughtful look in his eyes.
What's up, Chocos?
As you speak to Trokos, he narrows his eyes at you, and and does a step action because he's afraid of a reactive strike. And he says,
Come no closer. You spoke false in the questions 3.
Well, yeah.
If you are what heroes are, I hope to never become one myself. Be gone from this place.
The others are heroes. I just did a little lie because I was afraid of being eaten by you.
he retreats into the shadows.
Oh well. Guys, he was very disappointed with you.
With me?
Yeah, nasty. He was very upset. We should probably leave.
I feel the the reputation fallout meter, just
Ketrin stares at Zenny, and then stares over at the figurehead and says, honestly, it's for the best. Where we're going, we don't need that kid going and getting himself killed.
I mean, she hates liars, but yeah. So, there's something unusual about the shield and this scroll. I want to take a closer look at them.
I don't know. You think you guys will be able to beat this mini game? How topical after last night's podcast. Oh man. All right. So this piece of paper, maybe it's something more. Oh my gosh, it was something more. That's crazy. What? Stack. It's just a piece of paper. You don't know why they're wasting time with it. Sure, there's some squiggly drawings and stuff on it, but no, it's you know it's a spell scroll. You just don't know what it is. All right, Bella. It's important, guys, that if you don't think that you could make these checks, you probably shouldn't roll them. I do want to point that out. Nothing has changed. This is still Pathfinder. If you don't think that you could successfully make a check, like reliably, you probably shouldn't make the check. Since we're treating this as kind of a tutorial campaign, I'm gonna give you that freebie.
You notice I haven't been rolling, right?
Yeah, you'll notice that Lex only rolls attack rolls with his gun. So, like, everyone knows
or
their
skills,
place here in
or
Pathfinder.
skills that I think I have a pretty good chance of making.
All right, so Bella and Zenny, you confirm that this piece of paper was actually a scroll of shatter, level 2.
Ooh, gimme.
But would you know what this weird shield from Skyrim is? Unlikely. Bella, 'tis a mystery? But Stack and Zenny, you know what this is. It is a Spellguard shield. The shield bears Eldritch glyphs to guard against magic. While you have the steel shield, hardness 6, HP 24, BT 12 raised, you gain its circumstance bonus to saving throws against spells that target you, as well as to AC. Oh man, too bad there's nobody here that uses a shield and raises it all the time. You can just throw that one in the trash, I guess.
Can you put a gun boss on it?
Ketrin is
Anybody?
just staring at
Is there any player here that could use this shield before we throw it into the trash? No one? There's no one here? Oh well. Why don't we just have Ketrin? Oh shit, Ketrin! I didn't think you were gonna make it to the session today. Okay, if you want, you could throw that onto Ketrin's shield.
Just
What do you have?
Okay.
Just listening in the car.
Yeah. No, I'm too scared of Hypatia to ever mess with Scarlet like that. So, I know that, and Afra. I know more about this person than I should know. It's like Eldritch knowledge. Now I know the darkness beneath the surface.
The Alpha from a different campaign.
Yeah, she's from Ghost of Saltmarsh Sun, and they were very evil.
She's doing Stolen Fate now.
Is she evil in Stolen Fate?
Hasn't been much opportunity for her, I don't think.
Oh.
She's mentioned something about working for the Fans, but I don't know.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Alright, so, you guys ready to head into those narrow canyons? We got time, right? What time is it? Yeah,
How
we got time.
long would this have all taken while they were counting and identifying?
Oh, at least another hour.
Would
Yeah, I can just
Catherine be
give
able to
it
patch me up?
everything.
You have to wait anyways until 2, right? Because it's going to be too fucking hot to travel. So you guys just going to take shelter.
I can just give people like my sippy cup, every 10 minutes it feels enough to heal someone. So.
Okay. Can we go back to full?
I'm still debating if I'm gonna harvest the bug. I think I will. I can.
Oh, okay. Easy 29 survival, bro.
19 or 20, I could make it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it. Will this be public or private?
I mean, it'll be public. Everyone will see if you did it right or not. Oh, dang.
Perfect. I will use
Oh.
Faxbow.
Perfect.
It's,
okay.
D3.
Yep.
Well, then I have a single
All right.
31.
So there's meat, obviously, that you could take from it. Not a lot of meat. 1d2 bulk of termite meat, because this is actually a mutated termite. You start to realize. Let's see. You are able to harvest. Give me 2d8. All right. You are able to harvest 15 flasks if you have 15 flasks available, I guess. Do you have 15 flasks available? Bella, do you have 15 flasks available? It's so in 4th edition, we would call these class features like the alchemist and the thaumaturge or whatever. We'd call it the Felix the friendly cat, or not Felix the friendly cat, but the Felix the cat bag, right? So like he was a cartoon character from a long time ago that he had a magic bag, and he would have whatever he needed in the bag, but only if it was, you know, funny, right? It would only have things in there. It was for gags, right? So like you guys, like Zenny is like, this monster's weak to Play-Doh. I'll rub Play-Doh all over my whip. And it's like, that's cool. They have Play-Doh. But when you actually need Play-Doh, you don't have Play-Doh. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so for the purposes of harvesting, you would actually have to have the actual flasks. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've never once bought flasks because
Right,
I've just
so
always
you-
had them.
You have enough for your kit, right? But like
Right.
for your daily loadouts, you prepare and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
in that way, in the board game universe of Pathfinder 2, we kind of have to sort of respect those weird kind of cartoon board game boundaries, right? Where Zenny obviously has so many wild and crazy things in their thaumaturge kit, but they don't have the things if they're needed for anything but doing the thaumaturge things, because there's feats for that are like, oh, we needed a vial of acid, I bought one back in town, wink wink, nudge
There's
nudge.
loads of vials in there, but they're all full of like grave dust and shit like that.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah, you
occupied.
don't want to empty all your supplies and everything. And Bella, you would risk not being able to do your daily preparations for the rest of the
Right.
adventure if you used your
Right.
bottles. So yeah, that's why we need to have the vials separately.
I'm kind of assuming I have nothing right now ever since I
All
lost
right.
the bag of holding.
But remember, my kid, this is something we learned in Curse of Strahd. My kid did make the realization that, like, well, every time we drink a potion, wouldn't we get a bottle or a flask?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that's true. I would say that in a spacious pouch, given how cheap that stuff is, you guys would probably have supplies for this, but that particular spacious pouch was stolen. And I don't believe Zenny would have purchased a bunch of stuff because they had no intention of going on an adventure, right? You were just trying to work your job. Like, you kind of got dragged out of retirement into adventuring because of everything that's happened. So, long story short, this isn't something to cry over. All you're missing out on is the acid sacs can be drained, and the acid from the creature can be used to make corrosive ammunition or potion of acid resistance.
I do have some oil flasks I could empty
Okay.
out to accommodate
sure,
this,
that
even just
works.
like one dose.
See, that's a ripper mod we need. Every time you use an item that would qualify as a flask, it generates a flask in your inventory. Oh,
That
damn.
would be good for me, but I have
Yeah,
such
why-
issues with bulk that I probably wouldn't have kept them.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I also have alchemy preparation.
Uh-huh.
I know I've kind of somewhat talked with this with Larry if you need any of the lesser potions. If not, I have essentially 10 flasks for all those things that could be used. Because I'm not really going to be throwing bombs. I'm just going to be shooting things most
Of course.
Also, I don't actually see in a game where you can buy like an actual video camera and swim flippers. I don't actually see empty vial as an
I
item
was
that
looking
you
for
can
it, I
buy.
couldn't
Like,
find
so weird. So is
Yeah.
the assumption then in Pathfinder that you always
So-
have vials available?
Feels like it, but I did look in. This is dumb, but 5e
Uh-huh.
has them as an item, and they're
Yeah.
like green copper.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
super cheap. So I would assume that in any given situation, you guys will have vials on you. That's fine.
They're under miscellaneous.
Oh, are they?
Gold piece each?
Oh, wow. Well,
Holy shit!
yeah.
Definitely
Never
not
mind.
first.
No,
What?
wait. That's
Oh.
wrong Pathfinder.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm not seeing it, man. I've looked in Foundry. I've looked in Archives of Nethys. Like every vial, every flask, it seems to have something in it. There's just no. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
would have
assume.
argued that I had them when
Yeah.
I had the bag of holding, but
I think it's like printer ink, where it's easier to buy a new printer than buy the ink. So you just gotta buy potions for the vials.
All right, so what we'll say then is I'm okay with hand waving vials because they're a negligible cost apparently, and they don't even have an item in the game. So go ahead and add. Sorry, it took us a while to get there. I'm still relatively new to this whole Pathfinder thing. So 15 vials of impure acid, which I will give you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Dom's saying they're part of alchemy tools.
Just an infinite amount as long as you have it.
I hate
I mean,
to be
that's
a bummer.
Makes sense,
Probably.
honestly.
Do you not have alchemy tools?
They were in the bag of holding.
Oh, does no one? So wait, no one has the tools?
We have brewing tools, which I feel is similar.
Okay, but acid is pretty nasty. It needs to go in like
Something
like a
that's
special.
slime.
Yeah. All right, never mind. All right, you see that you could have harvested acid, but no one has an alchemy kit, and that's how we'll handle vials. If there's an alchemy kit, you have vials. The end. All right. Whew, we got there. We got there.
Well, I'll dump out the lesser glass that I crave as my preparation, and I'll store, let's see, I'll just say 5 doses of that.
Okay.
Would that be amenable?
You wouldn't have those flasks for your daily preparations moving forward, though, right?
I don't use them.
Do you need to have alchemy tools to use that feat? Right? Like, how are you making them without the tools?
I have.
Just assume you have a stuff that make your abilities actually function, I guess.
It just assumes that you cobble it together with whatever you have on hand. Is that what it's assuming?
It's just like you have you have all of the belts that you need to attach anything to your clothes and that kind of stuff, right? Against
Okay.
minutiae, I think.
It's so weird what they hyper focus on and what they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
All alchemy requires is having the formula book, as far as it states.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. In that case, sure. We'll throw some on there for you. Sorry to get caught up on this, guys. It's just I'm trying to learn all these little systems and subsystems.
No,
That's fair.
It definitely makes sense.
These questions need to be asked.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And then of course it's chitinous hide if you wanted to take that. Let's see.
Poor creature. There could have been a ranger out there that could have loved her.
I'm sure somebody would. I mean, I've seen some people pick some really weird pets in World of Warcraft, so it could happen. All right. All right. Where is this chitin at? Okay. So the plate essentially would function as leather. So you can get 1d2 bug leather off of this creature.
Oh, cool.
So give me a d2. Alright, cool.
I really want to make some studded leather armor at the nearest availability.
Right. The bug leather has a street value of 5 gold. Good stuff. Alright, how many did you roll?
2.
2? Okay, I'll add those to your sheet as well. Alright. Now, do you leave the meat because
Yeah.
mutants? Okay. Alright. then you guys head out. You wait for the sun to not be so hot, and then you walk for a couple of hours, and you reach the narrow canyons. All right, I'll grab your guys over here, and away we go. Okay. Now, here and there, you do start to notice quartz deposits, smoky, cloudy, and glittering in the bright afternoon sun. And I'll take you over to this map. The Rocky Ridge. All right, so to give you an idea of the situation here, I guess first of all, like, if you are an adventurer, if you are an adventurer and you find yourselves in a situation like this, you definitely would be on guard. So I'm not even going to pretend like you wouldn't be suspicious of having to walk through something like this. This is where, like, the sand people of Tatooine would ambush. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very much like ambush canyon. Yeah. So you guys are at ground zero. Next to you is a 5-foot ledge. That's to sort of the left of you. To the right, it gently slopes up, but there are boulders that for Bella are probably very tall. They're 5 feet. Some of the boulders are 10 feet, and there's just a general progression of height. The highest rocks reach 50 feet in height at the sort of the top of the area. The average height of the tall areas is 30 feet, which is not terrible. But remember, this is Pathfinder, and climbing is hard, and jumping is hard. So I guess get them rocket boots ready. I don't know.
Working on it.
There's a nice path here. You can just follow through as you go. And you believe that, like, there's only one way, is to follow this winding path that the queen told you about. I love saying stuff like that. It's so D&D when you have to say something like, the winding path the queen told you about.
Oh, is this a time for exploration actions?
Oh, absolutely. So let me grab exploration actions.
Seems like a good time to follow the expert. What are you doing, Vulture?
Boy, you know this.
That's exactly what I was hoping you were doing.
If this was a Souls game, I feel like we see a lot of dry blood stains somewhere on the ground.
Right. So Zenny, you are not going to follow the expert, so you'll be, if there is a reason to be avoiding notice, you would be noticed. Got it. All right.
Yeah, sure. I would rather see them.
Okay. All right. The rest of you, what are your actions? Ketrin is going to be honest. If not everybody's hiding, she doesn't see the point in hiding. She sees
I
the
was gonna
point
scout, but
in raising. Yeah, she's going to raise her
okay.
shield.
May I change mine, seeing as the team is not moving to that direction?
Sure, that's fine.
I'm gonna investigate, and I'll do my recall knowledge.
How do I raise a shield? Where's the action for that? It's on this little bar, right? There we go.
I think it was on pop-up.
There we go. I don't get to pop up because I'm not. Yeah. All right. I hit the raise a shield button. Give it to me. There we go. Okay, I see it. Maybe. Oh, it only lasts. Oh, okay. So that would be an exploration. There we go.
Oh,
okay. It's a different tab. I see it.
Yeah, hers is defend. Yeah.
Defend. Okay. Wow. I
Yeah,
don't
you
see
move
defend
at
on there.
you move at half speed to raise shield, and combat breaks out. You gain the benefits of raising a shield before your first turn begins.
Damn, you guys traveling hella slow if she's always raising her shield. That means you're moving like an average of 12 feet per round, 10 feet per round. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So as you guys begin making your way through, recall knowledge. Bella, you feel that given the increased amount of quartz deposits, you are heading in the right direction. But these are just simple sandstone canyons made from wind and erosion and nothing
Okay.
particularly unusual.
Okay. One of those sounding
However,
worlds.
the presence of this sort of granite mixed in with the sandstone is interesting, but not especially noteworthy.
These would make great countertops.
All right, I guess I'll just shuffle you guys along the path.
Bring some back for
Sure.
later.
Okay. Is this the marching order? Is stack up front? I feel like Ketchum would try to push you
yeah.
back. Okay. All right.
I'd prefer not to be on the back end. Bella would push herself kind of towards the middle.
Fair. Fair.
Easy.
Okay. So, just a random question: which of you do you think looks the edgiest of all of you? We're gonna have like an edginess beauty pageant.
How's Zenny's makeup today?
It's getting worse. It's probably mostly she's probably just mostly grey at this point.
I want to give it to Vulture.
Starting to show.
Oh boy. I feel like Vultures are edge boy.
Okay, we got
Vulture
one,
with
we
the
got
like the
one
dots.
vote.
If he's got the dot eyes, then yeah. If he's got.
All right, there's 2 votes for Vulture. Anyone else?
Wow.
Okay. The problem with Vulture being the edgiest is how well did he avoid notice? He didn't roll a stealth to follow it up.
Ah.
Where's my hidden stealth?
Yum.
Why am I encumbered?
Okay. Don't worry. You didn't roll high enough to not be noticed by this creature.
Ah, great.
Alright. I know that they don't handle surprise rounds so good, so it's going to be one of those weird things where everyone gets rolled into initiative, and then if the creature acts before you guys act, it gets to do its thing, and you just have like a hinky feeling and all that. I mean, honestly, I prefer it to the 5e
Well,
surprise
no,
round.
because if your perception initiative is higher than what they did, then
Uh-huh.
you'd know where they, and you'd know where they're at, and if it's not,
Oh, I see. Because that's the
the
benefit of using perception for initiative. It kind of shows that you were able to at least hear that something wasn't right or sense that something wasn't right before the fight started. Oh, I got you. That's cool.
And then you can at least spend your turn at like seeking, for example.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So everybody go ahead and give me a roll.
That said, I don't entirely understand it.
There's so many things that are just like, this is board game, I will accept. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is board game, I will accept.
So I linked like a flow chart recently, and I looked at it, and I was like,
No.
I'm sure that's useful.
I felt like I was looking at the 3rd edition / Pathfinder 1 grapple flowchart. I was like,
Yeah.
oof.
So, question: the avoid cell check I just did, would that be my initiative already, or do I re-roll this?
No, you're rolling initiative, so it'd be separate from the check.
Okay.
Yeah, because then I would have to reveal to you what your check was, and it was a secret check. You know what I'm saying? So.
Fair enough.
Okay. Excellent. Stack, do you have any special abilities, talismans, or backgrounds that allow you to act first if you tie initiative with the baddies?
I don't
There's
know.
only
I do.
there's
I
only
have
a couple in the whole game.
Wait, I have a
but-
+1 to my initiative because of I don't think it got added from Scout. My
Oh,
exploration
okay.
action.
There you go. All right. Then I will move you up. Everybody would have had a +1 because you're scouting. But for everyone else, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So Stack, you will start combat. You sense something ain't right. Something. You heard. This is very like Western, right? You heard the dink, dink, dink of a single pebble falling over here from high up, and then the pebble rolled and dink, dink, dinked again.
No one else did because they all rolled lower than 20 on their initiative. But you, with your 28, your eyes narrow. The camera goes right in on them, and then they flick whoosh, to your right as you see the pebble fall.
All right, Stack.
Wait, hold on.
His eyes dilate like cats do as he he gets the midnight zoomies.
Yeah.
And he turns to everybody. It's like, and
You gonna do point out action?
yeah.
Okay.
You said 20, right? Was the cutoff?
Oh no. Honestly, to detect this, it would have been a 28. He actually got it because of the scouting. This is the first time I've ever seen scouting come in this clutch. Because not only do you get to act first initiative, but you know that there's something up on this ledge that has knocked down that rock stack.
Sure.
Something that was hiding with a 28 stealth check.
Okay, so that +1 edged them over. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so a creature's undetected by one or more of your allies. That's correct. You indicate the creature that you can see. Technically you can't see it, but you know its location. I feel like it'd still be okay to use that. Yeah. So you gesture in the direction, describe the distance verbally. That creature is hidden to your allies rather than undetected. That'd be very useful to do this. Oh, beautiful. Man, what a clutch example of scouting plus initiative using perception. I love it. Okay. You say that the creature is 65 feet to the east and up on the top of that 50-foot ridge.
Okay. So if
And
I
so
attempted to
everyone else would then be aware.
all right.
Yep.
I am going to use.
You have 2 Pac-Mans left.
All right. By one. That's for this turn only. I'm going to attempt to. Sorry, I've never gone first before, so I have all these new options open up. I want to see if I could hit it though. Okay.
Well, you haven't seen it, is the thing.
Oh,
you've
haven't
heard
seen
it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But your view to it is obstructed, probably because of the height difference of the ledge. It's not like leaning out over the ledge. ... Yet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to use blur on my. Actually, do you guys want to move faster, or do you? I am asking for consent.
I
grant consent.
Not going to be able to climb anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Okay.
Are we?
All right.
All right.
Then
Stack.
I will use. Just blur on myself.
Ooh, okay. So it is 4:00 in the afternoon. Here we go. And it is the 25th of Erodus. Or Erodus. Because named after Eredin, I guess. Ooh, it's bronze time. So it's actually a 6 or less. Okay. Give me
some people.
Give me a D100 roll. 87.
That's a new one.
This is a really good way of warding away predators, though. They might just be like, you're not worth, juice isn't worth the squeeze.
All right, so we will find out what happened next time.
Second time we
You just-
cliffhangered on a wild search.
It won't be the last.
Yeah.
All right, so Stack ends turn with Blur and a Wild Surge 87. Okay, wonderful. I'll take you guys back to the dashboard. Oof. All right. Yeah, that weird bug fairy encounter, it was a weird encounter.
it was definitely one of the more unusual encounters I've seen so far in Pathfinder, because it just felt like there were a lot of directions it could go. And then the easiest way of combat, which I think is often the easiest way in Pathfinder, was made very unappealing by the environment. So, I don't know. I thought it was kind of an interesting encounter.
Was it? I mean, can we
I thought it was
ask? Was it actually part of the adventure, or was it just something that was?
No, that was part of the adventure. Yeah.
It gave me the opportunity to be a tank for once.
If I had set up that encounter, I mean, I think I would have set the map up a little bit better. Anyways,
It's hard to tell though, because they use a very incarnate looking map for their products, so it is very easy to kind of slip your own stuff in. And heroic maps kind of like is like a more refined version of the same map. So yeah. This part of the adventure, I was told by the adventure to make some encounters for this part of the adventure to kind of keep the way spicy. Also, since you didn't, one-shot the manticore and chase it away or instantly kill it, you guys ended up with the alternate path of lots of days of travel. But apparently, if you had somehow managed to defeat the manticore, you would have just landed, like, I think, at that boat. So you would have skipped all the encounters before that boat.
And still have a working airship.
And you'd still have a working airship. Yeah, and all that jazz. But anyways. The other group didn't do it either. I couldn't imagine it doing it, but maybe it could happen.
I mean, maybe if we weren't,
Yeah.
being assaulted by a deity-infused zealot.
Yeah, I mean, a +5 to everything on one of the guys definitely made it harder. That's true. Okay, so announcements. It's like normal game schedule for everything. Strength of Thousands episode or session 3 is coming up on Tuesday. All my other games are proceeding as normal. Nightfall, which is one of my Curse of Strahd games on Thursday nights, they are moving at a pace. If everything continues the way it's continuing, they will be the first of my Curse of Strahd groups to finish the campaign. When that game is over, I will be running Crown of the Kobold King, Whipsaw Kobolds edition in that time slot. I am giving my Curse of Strahd players from that group first dibs because they definitely need a palate cleanser after a year and a half plus of psychological and emotional torture in a gothic horror setting. My goal for the adventure is to run it very like Witchlight Skull and Shackles, so leaning more towards silly, but still dangerous, still deadly, still exciting, but with a lot of kind of japes and buffoonery and whatnot thrown in there as well. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know at any point when it will post, but I do know that I have it mostly prepped, so I should be able to kind of start it up whenever I need to, which is a nice feeling. And then Kingmaker, still continuing prep for that. It's a massive campaign. It's going to take a really long time to run. And I don't know when Mythic is ever going to end, but Mythic did make a big decision recently that deleted like 4 months worth of content. So it does move us closer to the possibility of the campaign ending. And when it does, I will be running Kingmaker on Sunday nights. So that's all I've got. I'm going to be playing Sea of Thieves all day. Starting at around, I don't know, 1:30, maybe, something like that. And then just until whenever. So if you are interested in hanging out and farming channel points, I'll be streaming it. If you want to play, the game is incredibly affordable. It's about to come out on PlayStation 5. Yeah, there we go. But you can also get it through Microsoft or Steam. None of this is sponsored, obviously. It's just a really fun game that I like playing with people. So yeah, anyone else have any announcements before we adjourn?
Definitely.
Nope. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll continue this next week.
All right, great game. Everyone enjoy the 420.
Yep. Thanks for running.
Yeah.
I'm about. They don't call it the high seas for nothing. Okay.
I won't be back till 7. I can't wait, but yeah.
All right. I'll still be playing probably.
Yeah, I was
Have
gonna
fun.
say I may jump on later.
Okay. All right. Hope everybody has a good
Alright,
day.
see you
Later.
guys.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.